Hello students, today we are going to solve SSC CGL examination paper, which is Staff Selection Commission Combined Graduate Level Examination Paper, 19th July 2023, Shift 1 paper. A very best of luck to you all. Before we start, if you want to practice all the questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Let's begin with question number 1. In a certain code language, decided is written as LXIDHBF and excited is written as MQIDXBF. How will advised be written in that language? So let us consider decided, right? So DECIDED. Here D is coded as L, right? E is coded as X, right? So decided is written as LXIDHBF, right? So here D is coded as L. So positional value of D is 4, L is 12, right? Therefore, we can write 4 plus 8 or D plus 8 is equal to L, right? Whereas positional value of E is 5, of X is 24, right? So we can write E minus some value, right? Here E minus 4 is A, 5 minus 4 is A, minus 5 is Z, minus 6 is Y, minus 7 is X. So E minus 7 is X. Whereas C is 3, I is 9. So we can write C plus 6. Whereas I is 9, D is 4. So 9 minus 5 is D, right? So here D is 4, H. D is coded as H. So 4 plus 4 is 8, which is H. And E is 5, B is 3, right? B is 2. So 5 minus 3 is 2. And D is 4. D is coded as F. 4 plus 2 is 6, which is F, right? So in each case, right? Here in first case, 8 is added. In the second case, so 7 is subtracted. Here addition and subtractions are taking place alternatively, right? And the numbers are in decreasing order, right? 8 to 2. Similarly, excited is written as MQIDXBF. Same rule is applicable for excited also, right? First number plus 8, first letter plus 8, second letter minus 7, it continues. So therefore advised. So advised will be coded as advised. So A is 1, positional value of A is 1, A plus 8. 1 plus 8 is 9, which is I. Right? So D minus 7. So in the second case, we need to subtract 7, right? Which is one number less than 8. So D minus 7. D is 4. So D minus 7 is D minus 3 is A, minus 4 is Z, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7 is W. Right? So whereas V plus 6. V is 22. 22 plus 4 is Z, plus 5 is A, plus 6 is B. Then I minus 5, right? So I is 9. 9 minus 5 is 4, which is D, right? S is, so what is S? S is 19. So 19 plus 4, which is 23, is nothing but W. S will be coded as W. And E minus 3. E is 5. 5 minus 3 is 2, which is B. And D plus 2. D is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6, which is F. Therefore, advised will be called as IWBD WBF, right? So look at the options. Option A is the right answer. IWBD WBF, right? Advised will be coded as option A. Question number 2. Which letter cluster will replace the question mark to complete the given series? So in the given series, first cluster is FTYG, right? So we'll consider first cluster FTYG. And first letter in the next cluster is I, right? So next cluster is IXDM. IXDM, right? We need to find the third letter cluster. So for that, consider first letters in first two clusters, right? So F is 6 here, I is 9. So we can write F plus 3 as I. right? And the second letters are T and X. T is 20, X is 24. So T plus 4 is X. Whereas Y is 25 and third letter in the next second cluster is D, right? So 25 plus 5 is D, right? So 25 plus 1 is Z, plus 2 is A, plus 3 is B, plus 4 is C, plus 5 is D, right? And G is 7, M is 13, right? So 7 plus 6 is M, right? So from 3 to 6, the numbers are added, right? So here, to get the first letter of the next cluster, add 3 to I, right? I plus 3 is 9 plus 3, 12, which is L. Then add next number to 3, which is 4, right? X plus 4 is, so 24, 25, 26, 27 is A, 28 is B. Then D plus 5. D is 4 plus 5 is 9, which is I. Then M plus 6, right? So M is 13. 13 plus 6 is 19, which is S. Therefore, third letter cluster is LPIS. So option D is the right answer, right? So you can verify the answer by taking next cluster, fourth letter cluster. In that, the rule is first letter plus 3, second letter plus 4, third letter plus 5, fourth letter plus 6. So L plus 3 is 12 plus 3, which is 15, O. B plus 4, B is 2 plus 4 is 6, which is F. I plus 5, 9 plus 5 is 14, which is L. Right? So S plus 6, 19 plus 6, 25, which is Y. So therefore, the answer is verified. Fourth letter cluster is OFNY, right? Therefore, so third cluster is LBIS. Option D is the right answer. Question number 3. In a certain code language, paint is coded as 70, polish is coded as 89. How will clean be coded in that language? Here, students, the word is paint. So it is coded as 70. So let us write the letters of the word paint, right? And take the positional values of these letters. So P is, positional value of P is 16. Of A is 1, I is 9, N is 14, T is 20, right? So add all the values here. Positional values of the letters of the word paint. So you will get 60, right? So 60 plus, add 10 to the sum of the positional values, right? So 60 plus 10 gives 70. Therefore, paint is coded as 70, right? Similarly, polish. So POLISH. LISH. So P is 16 plus O is 15 plus L is 12 plus I is 9 plus S is 19 plus H is 8, right? So add all these numbers. So 31, 33, 43, 52, then 62, 71 plus 8, 79. 79 is sum of the positional values of these letters. Add 10, which is equal to 89. Therefore, so polish is coded as 89. So similarly, clean. So CLEAN. EAN. So clean will be coded as, so write the positional values of the letters in the word clean. So 3 plus L is 12. E is 5, A is 1, N is 14. Add all these. So 3 plus 12, 15, 15 plus 5, 20, 21, then 31, 35, 35. So plus 10, add 10 to the sum, you will get 45. Therefore, clean will be coded as 45. Option B is the right answer. Question number 4. 4 different positions of the same dice are shown. Select the number that will be on the bottom face when the dice is in the position as shown in figure D. So in figure D, right, here top face is 3. Bottom face is opposite face of 3, right? So we need to find the bottom face of the dice in figure D, right? Which is nothing but opposite face of 3. Opposite face of 3. To find this, let us consider opposite faces of each faces, right? So for that, let us consider first two positions, A and B positions, right? So in which 4 is the top face, whereas in the B position of the dice, 2 is the top face, right? Rotate the second position of the dice through 90 degree in anti-clockwise direction, right? It becomes, so here when it is rotated through 90 degree, 4 becomes top face, right? So let us consider the second position of the dice when it is rotated through 90 degree, right? Keeping the front face constant, rotate the dice through 90 degree, right? So 4 becomes top face. So in that condition, 2 becomes left face. When 4 is top face, 2 becomes left face. 1 is the front face. Compare this with first position, right? I'm just showing the second position of the dice when it is rotated through 90 degree, right? So in that case, 4 is the top face, 2 becomes left face, 1 is the front face. Compare this with the first position A. So in which 1 is the front face, 4 is the top face, 5 is the right face. So we'll write this. So, right? So therefore, we can say 2 and 5 are opposite faces, right? So we'll consider opposite faces. 2 and 5 are. Face 2 is opposite to face 5, right? So now consider, so we'll consider only opposite faces. 2 is opposite to 5, right? So now consider position A and D, first and last position of the same dice, right? So in which 5 is the right face. In the fourth position also 5 is the right face, right? Whereas, so 4 is the top face in position A, 3 is the top face in position D, right? That means, so D position of the dice is other side of the dice, right? So here 5 is constant, which is right face, so which is other side of dice, right? That means 3 and 4 are opposite faces. 3 and 4 are opposite faces, and 1 is opposite to 6, right? So just imagine, so 5 is the right face, 6 is the back face, right? So in that case, 3 becomes bottom face. Vice versa. If 1 is the back face, according to position A, 1 is the back face, 4 becomes bottom face. Therefore, the question says, so select the number that will be on the bottom face when the dice is in the position as shown in figure D. So in figure D, 3 is the top face, so bottom face becomes 4. Since 3 is opposite to 4, right? Therefore, bottom face in position D is 4, option B. Question number 5. Select the option that represents the correct order of the given words as they would appear in an English dictionary. So here are 6 words given, right? In which the first letter is same. In each word, first letter is R, right? So we'll write all first letters R, since 6 words are given here. First letter is same, right? Therefore, their arrangement, according to English dictionary, their arrangement depends on the second letter, right? So let us consider this all second letters, E, O, E, 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 I, right? So here E comes before O and I. Therefore, so the word contains second letter, E comes first. But there are 4 words which contain E as the second letter, right? So therefore, let us write 4 words first which contain E as the second letter, right? After E, I comes. After I, O comes, right? Therefore, rigidity is the 5th word, right? Rigidity is the 5th word. And at last, rodent. Rodent is the last word, right? So rigidity. So according to the given arrangement, this is the 6th one, right? And rodent is the 2nd word according to the given arrangement. Therefore, let us find the first 4 words according to their order in an English dictionary, right? So here, their arrangement depends on the 3rd letter, right? Here, So in the first word, resolve. So S is the third letter, whereas in the third word, again yes, right? Whereas in the fifth word, so there is yes, right? Whereas in the fourth word, return, right? So here T comes after yes, therefore the fourth word will be return, right? So according to the given arrangement, return is again the fourth word, right? So the other three words are resolve, resonant, and respond. So in which third letter is yes. In each word, third letter is yes, right? So therefore, the arrangement depends on the fourth letter, right? So resolve, fourth letter is O. Resonant, again, fourth letter is O. So whereas in respond, fourth letter is P, right? O comes before P, therefore we'll write O, right? Therefore, respond is the right third word, right? According to dictionary, respond is the third word. So according to the given arrangement, this is the fifth one, right? Therefore, between resolve and resonant, which one comes first? Resolve and resonant. Here L comes first before resonant, N, right? Therefore resolve is the first word according to the arrangement in the dictionary. Then comes resonant, right? So which is the third word, right? So according to the given arrangement, therefore order of these words in an English dictionary will be 1, 3, 5, 4, 6, 2, right? 1, 3, 5, 4, 6, 2. So look at the options. Option C is the right answer. Question number 6. In the following question below are given some statements followed by some conclusions based on those statements. Taking the given statements to be true, even if they seem to be at variance from commonly known facts. Read all the conclusions and then decide which of the given conclusion logically follows the given statements. Here, students, two statements given, right? So based on the statement, the conclusions are given. We need to decide whether the given conclusions are true or false, right? So here, let us represent the given statements in the form of Venn diagram, right? Here the first one, all W are yes. So consider set of W, right? Since all W are yes, set of W is completely included in set of yes. And the second statement, no D is W. So there is a separate set D which is independent of W. No D is W. Therefore, there is no relation between W and D, right? Come to the conclusion part, right? Some yes are W, some portion of yes. Since W is completely included in yes, some yes are W, a true conclusion, right? Some yes are W, true conclusion. All yes are D, right? All yes are D. Is it a true conclusion or not? It is not a true conclusion, right? Not true. So second conclusion doesn't follow. Not true. There is no direct relation between W and D. Though some portion of S are D, all S cannot be D because it is strictly given that no D is W, right? Though you consider D is inside S like this, right? It follows the second statement. No W is D or no D is W, right? If you consider set of D inside set of S also, according to second statement, so it is strictly given that no D is W. So all S cannot be D, right? Therefore, it is not true. And third one, no W is D. Yes, it is true because of second statement. No D is W, therefore no W is D. Therefore, conclusion 1 and 3 follows, right? So, look at the options. Both conclusion 1 and 3 follows. Option B is the right answer. Question 7. In the following question, select the odd letter or letters from the given alternatives. Here, the first cluster is YWTP, right? So, YWTP is the first cluster, right? So, here, positional value of Y is 25. Of W is 23. Positional value of T is 20. Of P is 16, right? So let us consider the difference between these two numbers or positional values of consecutive numbers in the given clusters, right? So 25 and 23, here the difference is 2, right? So 25 minus 2 is 23, whereas 23 minus 3 is 20 and 20 minus 4, right? So the difference is increasing here. 2, 3 and 4 is the difference, right? Continuously. Next, consider the next cluster ECZV. ECZV. Right? Consider their positional values. E is 5, C is 3, Z is 26, and V is 22. So consider the difference. 5 minus 2 is 3. Whereas, according to their positional values, so C is 3, C minus 1 is B, minus 2 is A, minus 3 is Z, right? Minus 3. Therefore, C minus 3 gives Z, whereas Z minus 4 gives V. So it follows the same logic, right? First letter minus 2, second letter minus 3, third letter minus 4. Consider third cluster. So WUTR. WUTR. So W is 23, U is 21, positional value of T is 20, R is 70. So let us check whether this cluster follows the same logic or not. So here W is 23, 23 minus 2 is 21, right? 21 minus 1 is 20, 20 minus 3 is 70. So it doesn't follow the same logic, right? So of the previous two clusters, therefore option 3 is the odd one, right? So this cluster WUTR doesn't follow the logic of the previous ones, right? So you can verify the answer by taking the last cluster, which follows the same logic of first two, right? Therefore option C is the odd letter cluster. Question number 8. Which two signs need to be interchanged to make the following equation correct? So according to option A, interchange into and plus signs to make the given equation correct, right? So let us interchange these two signs. Let us check whether the equation will be correct or not, right? Into and plus signs we need to interchange. So 198 divided by 9 minus 27 plus 3 becomes into 3, into 14 becomes plus 14, right? So we need to check whether this part is equal to 81 or not, which is right hand side, right? So to solve this, let us follow BODMAS rule, right? BODMAS rule, according to which there is no bracket to remove here, right? Remove the bracket first. There is no bracket and off part. Let us start with division, right? So division 198 divided by 9. So 9 into 2, 9 into 2. 22 is the answer. Minus 27 into 3 plus 14. Next comes multiplication. So 22 minus 27 into 3, which is 81 plus 14. Next comes addition followed by subtraction. 22 plus 14, which is 36 minus 81 gives, right? 81 minus 81 gives a negative integer, right? Which is not equal to 81 RHS, right? So if we interchange plus and into signs, so equation will not be correct. Consider the second option. Interchange into and minus, right? So 198 divided by 9 minus 27 becomes into 27 plus 3 into becomes minus 14. Let us check. So according to BODMAS, division comes first. 198 by 9 is 22 into 27 plus 3 minus 14. So next comes multiplication. Here in this case also, here 22 into 27, I think you will get a 4-digit number, right? 22 into 7, so which is 154. 22 into 44, 54, 59. 3-digit number you will get 594 plus 3 minus 14, right? So according to the rule, 597 minus 14, you will get a 3-digit number which is not equal to 81. So consider option 3, interchange division and subtraction signs, right? So 198 divided by 9 becomes minus 9, minus 27 becomes divided by 27, plus 3 into 14. Right? So according to BODMAS rule, yes, go for division part. 198 minus 9 by 27 becomes 1 by 3, right? Plus 3 into 14. Next comes multiplication. 198 minus 1 by 3 plus, so which is 42, right? So next comes addition. 198 plus 42, so which is 140. 140 minus 1 by 3, right? So you will get, which is not equal, we'll check whether it is equal to 81 or not, right? So 420 minus 1, which is 419 by 3. So 3 into 1, right? So 3 into 3, so it is not equal to 81. Consider option D, interchange division and plus signs, right? So 198 plus 9 minus 27 divided by 3 into 14, right? So go for division. 198 plus 9 minus 27 by 3 is 9 into 14. So go for multiplication. 198 plus 9, right? Minus 9 into 14. So 126. So which is equal to 198 plus 9. So 207 minus 126. So which is equal to, yes, 81. Therefore, if we interchange division and addition signs, the given equation will be correct, right? Option D is the right answer. Question 9. Select the figure from among the given options that can replace the question mark in the following series. So here is the series which has 3 figures. So first, second and fourth figures have been given. So we need to find the third one. Depending upon first two, we need to find third one, right? Look at the first figure. So in which the figure is facing downwards, right? And the 2 letters are given, right? On either side of the figure. So J and I are the letters, right? So in the second figure, the letters are K and L. So these letters are immediate next letters of J. So I, J, K, L. And these 2 letters are on either side of the figure, since figure is facing leftwards, right? Therefore, so in the next figure, the figure is rotated through 90° in clockwise direction, and the letters are on either side of the figure, right? Therefore, in the third figure, the letters should be, so what are the letters here? Immediate next letters of L, right? So K, L, M, N are the letters, and the direction of the figure should be upwards, because we have to rotate the figure through 90°. Therefore, it should face upwards, right? Therefore, so look at option B, where the letters are M and N on either side of the figure, and figure is facing upwards, right? So option B is the third figure in the given series. Question number 10. Select the set in which the numbers are related in the same way as are the numbers of the following set. Here is a note. Operation should be performed on the whole numbers without breaking down the numbers into its constituent digits. So here are 2 sets given, right? So in first set, the numbers are 3, 2 and 35. So here first 2 numbers are 3 and 2, right? Right? Consider cube of first number plus cube of second number, right? So 3 cube is 27, whereas 2 cube is 8. So 27 plus 8 is 35, which is the third number. Here the simple rule is, so cube of first number cube plus second number cube. Cube of second number gives third number. Right? Very simple rule. So in the second set also the same rule is applicable. So 1 cube, first number cube plus second number cube is 1 cube is 1, 4 cube is 64, which is equal to 65. right? Among the given 4 options, which set follows the same logic, same rule? Here consider option A, 7 to 31 are the numbers. Consider 7 cube plus 2 cube. 7 cube is 343, 2 cube is 8, so which is equal to 351. Therefore, option A follows the same logic, in which first number cube plus second number cube is equal to third number, right? Option A is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice all the questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 11. Select the option that is embedded in the given figure as its part. Rotation is not allowed here, right? So this is the given figure. Among 4 options, so look at option A. Option A in the given figure, so which I am showing now in this part of the given figure, right? Option A is embedded here. Option A is embedded here, right? Therefore, option A is embedded in the given figure. Question 12. In certain code language, premium is coded as 13, 21, 9, 13, 5, 18, 16. How will product is coded in that language? Here, students, the logic behind the code is premium. We'll consider the word premium, M-I-U-M, right? Here, positional value of P is 16, right? The number 16 in reverse order, right? In place of M, we'll write 16, right? So positional value of R is 18 right here in reverse order. So write the positional values in reverse order, you will get the code of M. So M is 13, I is 9, then U is 21, M is 13. Therefore, the code is 13, 21, yes, 9, 13, 5, 18 and 16, right? So, in the same way, product, D-U-C-T, write their positional values in reverse order. Positional value of P is 16, right? Of R is 18. Positional value of O is 15. Next is D, which is 4. Value of U is 21. Of C is 3. And T is 20. Therefore, the code is 23, 21, 4, 15, 18 and 16. So, option A is the right answer, which is the code for product. Here, the simple logic is just we are writing their positional values in reverse manner, right? Question 13. Select the option that is related to the 5th letter cluster in the same way as the 2nd letter cluster is related to the 1st letter cluster and the 4th letter cluster is related to the 3rd letter cluster, right? Here the first 2 clusters are related, right, in certain way. Here let us find the logic. Here the first letter of the first cluster is J, right? So J, U, G, jug, right? And first letter of the next cluster is L, right? Here positional value of J is 10, L is 12. Therefore, J plus 2 is L, whereas U is 21. So, U is related to S, right? So, U is 21, S is 19. Therefore, we can write U minus 2 is S. And G is 7, right? So, its corresponding letter is I. So G plus 2, 7 plus 2 is 9, which is I, right? Similarly, wax is related to YYZ, right? So third cluster is wax, right? In which the first letter is W, W is 23, its corresponding code or letter is Y. So Y is 25, therefore W plus 2 is Y. Whereas A, in place of A, Y is written in the code, right? So A minus 2 is Y. Whereas X is 24, Z is 26. So X plus 2 is Z, right? So to the first letter, we need to add 2. To the second letter, we need to subtract 2 from second letter. To the third letter, we need to add 2 again, right? Therefore, so we'll consider fifth cluster, which is pot, P-O-T, P plus 2, first letter plus 2. So P plus 2 is 16 plus 2, which is 18, which is R. O minus 2, O is 15, minus 2 is 13, which is M. And T plus 2, right? T is 20, plus 2 is 22, which is V. Therefore, so sixth letter cluster is RMV. Option C is the right answer. Question 14. Here the direction is select the suitable alternative to satisfy the relationship in the following question. Here buffalo is related to leather, which means buffalo skin gives us leather, which is stronger and more durable, right? So buffalo skin gives us leather. Similarly, sheep skin gives us wool. Option A is the right answer, right? So sheep skin gives us wool to make sweaters and many other things. Therefore, sheep is related to wool. Option A. Question 15. Select the correct combination of mathematical signs to sequentially replace the asterisk signs and balance the given equation. So to balance the given equation, let us try option A, right? In place of asterisk, first asterisk, if we place into, right? So it becomes 35 into 5. Asterisk 7 means divided by 7 minus 2. So asterisk 2 means minus 2 plus 19. So this LHS left hand side should be equal to RHS, which is 14, right? So let us try. So according to BODMAS rule, so we have to go for division first, right? So since there are no removal of brackets and off part here, right? So go for 5 divided by 7. 35 into 5 divided by 7 will leave as it is, 5 by 7, right? So minus 2 plus 19. Here go for multiplication, right? 7 into 5 is 35. So it becomes 5 into 5, 25 minus 2 plus 19. Go for addition. So 35, 44 minus 2 is 42. So which is right hand side. Therefore, so option A satisfies the given equation, right? So if you replace all these asterisk signs with the following signs according to option A, into division, subtraction and addition signs. So the left hand side will be equal to right hand side, right? So the equation is balanced now. So option A is the right answer. Question 16. In the following question, a set of letters is given. By what logic or rule or relationship does the letters of each group belong to the letters of the same group? Select one set of the letters from the given options that follows the same logic, right? Here is the given set of letters, right? So in which the first cluster is JRP. JRP, right? Let us find its relationship with the second cluster, right? Here positional value of J is 10, right? So we'll consider 10 plus 3, add 3 to J. So J plus 3 is M, right? So write the code of J in reverse manner, right? So in the third place, whereas R is, what is R? 18. 18 plus 3 is 21, which is nothing but U, right, in the middle, since there are only 3 letters. So write the code of P, so which is P plus 3. P is 16 plus 3 is 19, which is yes in reverse order, right, like this. Therefore, code for JRP or JRP is related to SUM, right? So in reverse manner. Next, again consider the positional value of S, which is 19. So add 3. Right? So 19 plus 3 is 22, which is V. Write V in the last, right? In the reverse manner. And U is in the middle. Therefore, no need to go for any other place. So U plus 3, 21 plus 3, 24, which is X. Whereas M is, what is M? 13. 13 plus 3 is 16, which is P. Right? Therefore, the third cluster is PXV. right? PXV. This is how the clusters are related in the first set. So among the 4 options, so let us directly consider option D, which follows the same logic. So let us check AZR. AZR. So consider A plus 3. 1 plus 3 is 4, which is D, right at last, right? Z is 26 plus 3 is C, right? And R is 18 plus 3 is 21, which is U, right? So AZR is related to UCD, which is the second cluster. So in the same way, consider the next cluster. U is 21 plus 3, which is 24, right in the reverse manner. C is 3 plus 3 is 6, which is F. And D is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 is the positional value of G, right? So D plus 3 is G. Therefore, so UCD is related to GFX. Therefore, option D follows the same logic of the given set, right? So option D is the right answer. Question 17. Select the option that is related to the third number in the same way as the second number is related to the first number. And the sixth number is related to the fifth number. Here, first and second numbers are related. So, in certain way, we'll find that way. So, we'll consider first number by 5, right? So, which is 6, right? And the 6 into 8 gives second number. Therefore, here the logic is first number divided by 5 into 8 gives second number, right? Similarly, fifth number is 45 divided by 5, which is 9, and 9 into 8 gives 72, right? So in the same way, the third and fourth numbers are related, right? So we'll consider third number 60 divided by 5 gives 12, and 12 into 8, which is equal to 96, right? Therefore, the fourth number is 96. Option A is the right answer. Question 18. Select the correct mirror image of the given combination when the mirror is placed at MN as shown below. Here, the mirror is placed vertically, right? When a mirror is placed vertically, so you will get the image of the given figure as the right part of the given figure appears to be the left part of the image, right? So, right part of the given figure appears to be the left of the image, and left of the given figure appears to be the right of the image, right? When the same mirror is placed horizontally like this, when mirror is placed like this horizontally, right? So this other part is opaque here. When mirror is placed horizontally, you will get inverted image of the given figure. When it is placed vertically, so right part of the given figure appears to be the left of the image, and left of the given figure appears to be the right of the image, right? So we'll consider the given figure, and it is a set of letters. The word is reference. Here, rightmost letter is E. So image of E will be like this. Since E is not a symmetrical letter, so image of E will be like this. So what is symmetrical letter? When an imaginary line passes through the letter, so this line divides the letter into 2 equal parts, right? It may be a letter or shape, a number, or anything, right? For example, letter A, right? A is a symmetrical letter. When an imaginary line passes through the midpoint of A, mid part of A, it divides the letter into 2 equal parts, right? Therefore, A is a symmetrical letter, right? So, other example is M. M is also symmetrical letter. If the letter or a number, for example, 8 is a symmetrical number, right? So, if the figure is a symmetrical figure, so image of the figure is exactly same as the original one. Since E is not a symmetrical letter, when an imaginary line passes vertically through the letter, it doesn't divide E into 2 equal parts, right? Therefore, image of E will be like this. And since C is also not the symmetrical letter, image of C appears like this. Whereas image of N, here right part of N comes first, and image of N will be like this. Next comes again E, right? E, C, N got over. Next comes again E. Image of E will be like this. And R comes like this. Image of R will be like this. And E comes like this. Next comes F. Next comes E. And at last R, right? So R was the left, right? Left letter, right? So here R is the right letter, right? Therefore, so exactly the mirror image of reference would be, yes, option C. Option C is the right answer. Question 19. G, H, I, J, T, K, L are 7 members of a family. G and H are married couple. H is the daughter-in-law of L. J is the only son of I. T is the sister of J and K is the mother-in-law of H. I is G's brother. Then how is K related to L? So students, let's make a family tree using some symbols here. So here we use a circular symbol for all females and a square symbol for all males and horizontal line for siblings and parallel lines, so double horizontal lines for married couple and a vertical line or slightly slanted line for difference of generation. Difference of generation, right? So let us consider the given information. Here, G and H are married couple, right? So therefore, we use double horizontal line. G and H are married couple. And here H is the daughter-in-law of L, right? Therefore, here H is a female who is daughter-in-law of L means, so here L is G's parent, right? So, or G is the son of L whose wife is H, right? G is the son of L and G's wife is H. And next, J is the only son of I. Who is I here? So for that, let us consider this one, this sentence. K is the mother-in-law of H. So K is mother-in-law of H means L becomes father-in-law of H and L and K are married couple. So K becomes mother-in-law of H, right? So next, I is G's brother. So I is G's brother. Therefore, I is a male and I and G are siblings, right? So moving further, J is the only son of I. So J and I are related like this, difference of generation. So J is the only son of I, therefore J is a male and T is the sister of J. So J and T are siblings, T is a female, right? Here the question is, how is K related to L? K and L are married couple. So K is the wife of L, right? Therefore option A is the right answer. Question 20. Select the option that represents the letters that when placed from left to right in the blanks below will complete the letter series. So here are 4 options given, students. So let us try first option. So let us fill the blanks with the letters according to first option, right? So fill the first blank with N, right? So next with K, next with O, then comes L, N, right? So again LN, L and N. Next KPP, K, P and P. Let us check whether this series follows certain pattern or not, right? LNKNOP, LNKNOP. Here comes L again. LLK comes. So it doesn't follow any pattern. Therefore, option A is not the answer. So let us consider option B, right? So in which, so first letter is N. So N, next comes K, NK, O, L, N, O, L, N. Next comes L, N, P, L, N, P, right? K, P, K and P, right? So let us check. L, N, K, N, O, P, N, N, L, K, N, O, P, Here again comes LLKNOP. So it doesn't follow any pattern, right? So therefore option B is also not the answer. Consider option C, right? So NKO, fill these letters in the blanks. NKO, right? LNN, 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 again N, again N. Then comes PKP, P, K and P at last. So here the pattern is LNKNOP, NLKNOP, right? NLKNOP, NLKNOP. Again comes NLKNOP, NLKNOP. Here the pattern is NLKNOP, right? So this pattern is repeated 4 times. Therefore, it follows a particular pattern, right? Or sequence. Therefore, if you fill the letters according to option C, right? According to this order, so it follows a particular pattern in the given series. This pattern is LNKNOP, right? Therefore, option C is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice such type of questions and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 21. A hash means A is the brother of B. A at the rate of B means A is the daughter of B. A and B means A is the husband of B. And A percentage B means A is the wife of B. If V and R at the rate of F, percentage H hash T at the rate of M, then how is R related to M? Here, students, to represent these relationships, let us use some symbols, right? So we use a circular symbol for all females here, and a square, or you can use a rectangle symbol for all males, and a horizontal line for siblings, right? Double horizontal line or parallel lines, right? For married couple, and a vertical line or slightly slanted line for difference of generation, right? So father to daughter, father to son, or mother to daughter, or mother to son, like that. So here the question is V and R, right? So and represents V and R means first person is husband of second person. A is the husband of B, right? Therefore, V and R means V is the husband of R. So V and R are married couple. Since V is husband, V is a male and R is female, right? So R and F. Here A and B means A is the daughter of B, right? So first person R is daughter of F, right? Therefore, R and F. R is daughter of F. So next comes F and H. And means first person is wife of second person, right? So F and H. So F is wife of H. So F and H are married couple. So H is a male. And H hash T. Hash means, so H is brother of T, right? So H and T are siblings. H is brother of T. Next, the T at the rate of M. So at the rate means, so first person is daughter of M. T is daughter of M, right? Therefore, T is a female and daughter of M means, yes, T's parent is M, right? Here the question is, how is R related to M? R is here, right? So R related to M, right? So for M, yes, R becomes, so here H becomes M's son, right? So because T and H are siblings, so H is the son of M, right? Son of M. So R is daughter of H, right? So son's daughter or daughter, granddaughter, both are same, right? According to the option, granddaughter option is not given here. Son's daughter is given, right? So H is son of M, right? H's daughter is R. Therefore, R is son's daughter to M, right? Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 22. If O denotes plus, P denotes minus, M denotes divided by, and N denotes into, then what will be the value of given expression? Right? So let us write the given expression, right? 46O. Here O denotes plus. We'll write 46 plus 31P. So 31P denotes minus. 31 minus root of 484. Root of 484. M denotes divided by 11O. Here O denotes plus. It becomes 11 plus root of 196. 196 n6. N denotes into 6. So let us find the value of the expression here. So here, students, we are following BODMAS rule, right? So accordingly, so remove the brackets first. There is no bracket to remove. So next comes off part. So here is a square root part, right? There are two parts here, square root parts. Let us go for that first. So 46 plus 31 minus root of 484 is 22, right? 22 is root of 484 divided by 11 plus root of 196 is 14 into 6, right? Into 6. Next comes division, right? So go for that. 46 plus 31. So minus 22 by 11 is minus 2 plus 14 into 6. So next comes multiplication. 46 plus 31 minus 2. 14 into 6. So which is 84. 84, right? Next comes addition followed by subtraction. 46 plus 31, which is 77. 77 plus 84, which is 161, right? 161 minus 2. So which is 159 is the answer, right? Option B is the right answer. Question 23. Select the set in which the numbers are related in the same way as are the numbers of the following sets. So here are two sets of numbers given, right? Here these numbers in each set are related in certain way, right? They are following certain rule. So let us find that rule. Here consider the first set of numbers, 5, 41 and 4. Here the first number is 5, right? We'll consider square of 5, which is 25, plus a square of third number, which is 4 square, right? 5 square is 25 plus 4 square is 16. So 25 plus 16 is 41, which is the second number, right? Therefore, the rule is, so first number square, square of first number plus square of third number is equal to second number. Simple rule. So similarly, the second set of numbers, it follows the same rule. So you can verify square of first number plus square of third number, 8 square plus 2 square. 4 plus 64, which is 68, which is the second number, right? So among the given 4 options, let us find which of the given options, it follows the same logic, right? So 608. So square of 6 plus square of 8, right? So which is 36 is square of 6, square of 8 is 64, which is equal to 100, which is the second number. Therefore, first set of numbers follows the same logic, in which first number square plus third number square is equal to second number. Option A is the right answer. Question 24. In the following question below are given some statements followed by some conclusions based on those statements. Taking the given statements to be true, even if they seem to be at variance from commonly known facts. Read all the conclusions and then decide which of the given conclusion logically follows the given statements. So students, let us represent the given statements in the form of Venn diagram. Later, we can decide which of the given conclusions it follows the given statement, logically follows the statements or not, right? So we'll consider the statements. All A are B, right? So we'll consider set of A first. Set of A. All A are B means set of A is completely included in set of B, right? Hence the statement. Next one, some B are C. Some portion of B is a portion of C also. Therefore, some B are C. Right? No C is D. Right? So there is a set D which is excluded from C. Therefore, strictly no C is D. There is no relation between C and D. Right? Now come to the conclusion part. Some A are not D. Right? So which is a false conclusion because strictly no A is D here. According to the statement, there is no relation between A and D. Therefore, strictly no A is D. Therefore, some A are not D is a false conclusion. Some A are not D means some A are D, right? So, which is a false conclusion. Therefore, so because no relation, there is no relation between A and D. So, that means no A is D. So, some A are not D is a false conclusion. Second one, some B are not D. So some portion of B are not D, right? So which is true? True conclusion, right? So some B are not C. So that means no C is D, which is strictly given. No C is D, right? Therefore, so some portion of C is also some portion of B, right? So this sum, this indicates, the shaded part indicates some portion of B is also portion of C, right? Therefore, some B are not D, so which is a true conclusion. And third one, some A are C. So is there any relation between A and C? No, there is no relation between A and C. Some A are C, a false conclusion. Therefore, only second conclusion follows, right? So conclusion 2 follows. Option B is the right answer. Question 25. Select the Venn diagram that best illustrates the relationship among the following classes. Women, employed, and mothers, right? So we'll consider set of employed first. If you consider set of employed. So in which some employed are women, right? We can consider some employees as women, right? In that some women are mothers as well as employees, right? So some women are employed as well as mothers. Therefore, we'll consider set of mothers like this. Set of mothers, right? This portion, which I am showing now, common portion, right? It's a portion of all three sets. Portion of women, portion of mothers, as well as employed, right? Therefore, this common portion represents some women are both mothers and employed, right? Therefore, so diagram C represents the relationship among the following classes, right? Employed, set of employed, in which some employed are women, in which some are mothers, right? And some women, though in the set of women, some women are mothers, right? So in the set of mothers, so some mothers are both, that means of course they are women, right? Some mothers are employed as well, right? Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 26. Who was the sponsor of the Santosh Trophy 2022-23? Here, options are Tata, Vivo, Saudi Aramco, and Hero Motocorp. Here, option D is the right answer, right? So here, Hero Motocorp was the sponsor of Santosh Trophy. Karnataka won Santosh Trophy by defeating Meghalaya. So, Karnataka won. Karnataka won the trophy by defeating Meghalaya. Right? Due to sponsorship ties with Hero Motocorp, Santosh Trophy is also known as the Hero National Football Championship. So it is also known as Santosh Trophy is also known as Hero National Football due to the sponsorship So it is also known as Hero National Football Championship. Karnataka won Santosh Trophy National Football Championship after 54 years wait. So after 54 years of wait. Right? So here the final match was played at the King Fahd International Stadium in the Saudi Arabia capital. So Services beat Punjab 2-0 in the playoff to finish third. So for the given question, Hero Motocorp, option D is the right answer. Question 27. Which part of the Indian Constitution deals with the provisions related to the directive principle of state policy? Here, Part 4 of the Indian Constitution deals with the provisions related to the directive principles of state policy. So, option A is the right answer. Here, Article 3651 mentions. So, here, Article 36 in the 51 chapter mentions the directive principle of state policy. It is covered in part 4 of our Constitution of India. They are non-justiciable, that is non-enforceable in the court of law. So these directive principles are non-justiciable. Non-justiciable, or that is non-enforceable in the court of law. They act as directives to the government to create any law, right? These directive principles are directives to create law. Directives to the government to create any law. They act as the instrument of instructions. So instrument of instructions, right? So Dr. B.R. Ambedkar mentioned these principles as novel features of our constitution. These directive principle of state policy, these features as, right, novel features of our constitution, right? So Dr. B.R. Ambedkar mentioned these principles as novel features of our constitution. Therefore, option A, part 4 of our constitution deals with the directive principles of state policy. Question 28. Cheetah has been reintroduced in which national park of India? So cheetah has been reintroduced in Kuno National Park. Option D is the right answer. Kuno National Park serves as the perfect habitat for the cheetah. So it's the perfect habitat for cheetah. So because of the grassland habitat. So perfect grassland habitat. So cheetahs can live in a variety of habitats, but prefer to live in grasslands and open plains, right? So here option D is the right answer. So the committee found the Kuno National Park as the natural habitat for the cheetah in the form of grasslands, savannas and open woodland with evergreen riverine ravines. So reintroductions of large carnivorous have increasingly been recognized as a strategy to conserve threatened species and restore ecosystem functions. India now has the economic ability to consider restoring its lost natural heritage for ethical as well as ecological reasons. So option D is the right answer, Kuno National Park, right? Question 29. Ustad Allah Rakha was famous for playing the dash. So Ustad Allah Rakha Qureshi, popularly known as Ustad Allah Rakha, was an Indian tabla player. So option A is the right answer, right? Who specialized in Hindustani classical music. So specialized in Hindustani classical music. Hindustani classical music. He was a frequent accompanist of sitar player Pandit Ravishankar ji and was largely responsible for introducing tabla to the Western audience. Allah Rakha left home at the age of 12. So, at the age of 12, he left his home to learn tabla under the great master Ustad Mian Khadir Baksh. Right? He also trained under Ashik Ali Khan, a vocalist admired especially for his mastery of the Khayal Hindustani Rang repertoire. So he was a specialized tabla player, right? Option A is the right answer. Question 30. Which of the following historians was the author of Indica? So author of Indica was Megasthenes, option B. So Indica was written by Megasthenes, a Greek historian. So he was a Greek historian. He was an accredited diplomat of King Seleucus. So accredited diplomat of King Seleucus I. He was an ambassador of Greek to the Mauryan Emperor Chandragupta. So Greek ambassador also. So he was a Greek ambassador, right, to the Mauryan Emperor. Chandragupta Maurya. In Indica, he gave comprehensive details about India. So Indica was the source for later works by historians. So option B is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice such type of questions like general knowledge and or aptitude test paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 31. The Mopla rebellion took place during. So the Mopla rebellion, also known as Mopla riots, took place in 1921 to 22. So option B is the right answer. So it was also known as Mopla riots. So a series of riots by Mapila Muslims of Kerala. So by Mapila Muslims. Of Kerala. So in the 19th and early 20th century, a series of riots, right? So riots by Mapila Muslims of Kerala against the British and Hindu landlords in Malabar. So it was against British and Hindu landlords. So the leader was Vijayam Kunna Kunjamad Haji. So leader of this riot was Vijayam Kunna Kunjamad Haji. Was the leader. So therefore, Mopla rebellion or Mopla riots, right, was in the 19th century, right? So it took place in 1921 to 22. So option B is the right answer. Question 32. Who among the following is the first vice chairman of NITI Ayog of India or Niti Ayog of India? So here students, NITI Ayog or National Institute for Transforming India. So the full form is National Institute for Transforming India. It's a Government of India policy think tank established by BJP government to replace the Planning Commission. So it was established to replace the Planning Commission. Planning Commission. Shri Arvind Panagaria was the first vice chairman of Niti Ayog. So, first vice chairman of Niti Ayog was Shri Arvind Panagaria. Option B is the right answer, right? So, now he resigned from the post and Suman Berry is appointed as the new vice chairman. So, new vice chairman is Shri Suman Berry. Right? So, he is the vice chairman of Niti Ayog or NITI, right? So, option B is the right answer. Arvind Panagaria was the first vice chairman of NITI Ayog of India. Question 33. This festival is popular for the event of breaking of the Dahi Handi, which is tied to a rope at a height. Identify the festival, right? So among four options, option A, Janmashtami or Krishna Janmashtami festival. So it marks the birth of Krishna, the eighth avatar of Hindu god Vishnu, right? So his eighth avatar of Hindu god Krishna. Right? So his birthday is celebrated 8 days after Raksha Bandhan, a festival celebrating the bond between brothers and sisters. Here, Raksha Bandhan is a festival celebrating the bond between brothers and sisters. So here in Krishna Janmashtami, as a part of traditional celebration, teams of young boys and girls create human pyramids in which participants scale to break an earthen pot, right, hanged at a particular height, filled with dahi, right? Therefore, so to the given question, Janmashtami, option A is the right answer. Question 34. Jellyfish are an example of which type of phylum? So here jellyfish are an example of phylum Cnidaria. Option B is the right answer. So in phylum Cnidaria, so these animals are sac-like animals having a radially symmetrical body. So these are sac-like animals. Sac-like animals. They are invertebrates, right? So a gastrovascular cavity is present having the same inlet and outlet. They have same inlet and outlet. Same inlet and outlet for food, right? So asexual reproduction took place. For example, hydra, corals, jellyfish, etc. So asexual reproduction. Right? That means, so male and female bodies are present or female organs present in the same body, right? So which is called asexual reproduction. So for example, jellyfish, hydra, etc. So here in case of jellyfish, they are actually invertebrates. That means they do not have spinal cord, right? So when it comes to jellyfish particularly, jellyfish are invertebrates. Vertebrates. They do not have spinal cord, right? So they are not fish type. So these free swimming sea creatures move in the direction of ocean currents and are found in almost all parts of oceans. So found in oceans. So some of the jellyfish are immobile also, right? They are immobile. Some jellyfish are immobile and are bound to seabeds. So some are immobile, not movable, right? So mostly the jellyfish have an umbrella or bell-shaped body and are clearly transparent, right? Jellyfish are, some of them can have fascinating colors also. Generally, they are transparent body. They are having transparent body, right? So for the given question, jellyfish are an example of phylum Cnidaria. Option B is the right answer. Question 35. The term of the State Legislative Assembly, right, is dash years. The term of the Legislative Assembly is 5 years. right? So state legislative assemblies are also known as Vidhan Sabhas, also known as Vidhan Sabhas, right? So state legislative assembly is chaired by the speaker. So it is chaired by the speaker, right? So the governor can summon and prorogue the state legislative and dissolve the state legislative assembly also. So the state legislative assembly is directly elected by the people. It is directly elected by people. Elected by the people. Right? So each member of the legislative assembly is directly elected to serve 5 years term by single member constituencies. Right? So the term of legislative assembly is 5 years. Option D is the right answer. Question 36. The Padma Shri 2022 awardee duo of Nalini and Kamalini Asthana are known for which gharana of Kathak dance? Here students, Kamalini Asthana and Nalini Asthana are a sister duo from Agra in Uttar Pradesh, known for their great performance of the Banaras Gharana style of Kathak. So option B is the right answer. They are known for Banaras Gharana style of Kathak dance, right? They are also known for their contributions to the popularization of the Banaras Gharana style of Kathak, both in India and abroad. So in 2022, Government of India conferred the Padma Shri Award, the third highest award in the Padma series, right? In 2022, it is already given. So the third highest award in Padma series awards on Kamalini Asthana and Nalini Asthana for their distinguished service in the field of art. So the award is in recognition of his services as an acclaimed Kathak dancer duo from Agra, known for teaching and propagating it globally, right? So therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 37. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated Doni Polo Airport in which of the following states? So students, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the Doni Polo Airport at Itanagar, Arunachal Pradesh. Option B is the right answer. On 19th November 2022, right? 19th November 2022. So it is the first greenfield airport. So first greenfield airport in that state, infield airport in the state, the Arunachal Pradesh state, right? So it is equipped with ultra modern facilities to ensure all weather operations. The name of the airport is given after Doni and Polo. So here Doni means sun and Polo means moon, right? So Doni and Polo means sun and moon. Sun and moon, right? So therefore, for the given question, option B is the right answer. Question 38. Which state of India has the lowest population density in the country as per the 2011 census? As per the 2011 census, Arunachal Pradesh. Option B is the right answer, right? So the National Capital Region area of Delhi possessed the highest population density in 2011, right, amongst the state of India, right? So having the statistics of 11,297 per square kilometer. So 11,297 people. The population is 297 per square kilometer. Right? So in the state of Delhi, the state of Arunachal Pradesh has the lowest record of population density, having 17 per square kilometer. So in Arunachal Pradesh, so 17 people per square kilometer. Whereas in Delhi, it is 11,297 people per square kilometer, right? The density is. So the records of population density in 2011, India state that the density in 2011 has increased from 324 to 382 per square kilometer. So the overall density, so increased from 324 people to 382 per square kilometer, right? So which is considerably higher than the average population density of the world in 2011, right? So in the when it comes to the population density of the world, it is only 46 per square kilometer, right? So therefore, option B is the right answer. Arunachal Pradesh state has the lowest population density, so which is 17 per square kilometer. That means, so in a square kilometer area, so the density of people is only 17, right? So therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 39. Which of the following person clinches gold medal in the finals of men's javelin throw in para athletics championships in Paris? Here, Ajit Singh, option A. So he clinches gold medal in the finals of men's javelin throw in para athletics championship in Paris, right? So in para athletics, Ajit Singh has clinched the gold medal, right? So he pulled out a throw of 65.41. He pulled out a throw of 65.41 and finished on top of the tree, right? He broke the championship record, right, which was earlier held by Chulia Guo of China. So broke the record of right, Chunliang Guo of China with a throw of 61.89. So 61.89 was the record. So another countryman, Rinku, won the silver medal with a best throw of 65.38. So the silver medal was won by Rinku, right? So with a throw of 65.38. So whereas Ajit Singh, right, he clinches a gold medal, right? Option A is the right answer. Question 40. Which athletics event did Parul Chowdhury win gold medal in Asian Athletics Championships? Here, students, UP's Parul Chowdhury, right, wins gold medal in women's 3000 meters steeplechase. So, option D, right? So, gold medal in women's 3000-meter steeplechase. So, she belongs to UP, Uttar Pradesh, right? So, Parul Chowdhury won gold medal in this 3000 meters steeplechase event at the Asian Athletics Championship. She had previously secured bronze in 5000-meter race in 2019. So, in 2019, she secured bronze, right? So, in the 5000-meter steeplechase, right? So, but missed the podium twice in 3000 meters steeplechase. So, option D is the right answer. Question 41. The most important ore of aluminium is. Here, students, ore is nothing but it's a naturally occurring mineral or rock. So, ore in the sense naturally occurring mineral or a rock from which a metal can be extracted, right? So from which a metal can be extracted, which is called an ore, right? Here, the most important ore of aluminium is bauxite. Option A is the right answer. Here, students, aluminium, it's the most abundant metallic element in Earth's crust. It's most widely used non-ferrous metal, right? Bauxite ore is the main source of aluminium and it contains the aluminium minerals like, so gibbsite. So bauxite contains aluminium minerals like gibbsite, boehmite, and diaspore. So gibbsite, then boehmite, and diaspore. So these are the aluminum minerals found in bauxite. Aluminum is used in the United States in packaging, transportation, and building. So because it's a mixture of minerals, bauxite itself is a rock. It's not a mineral, right? Bauxite itself is a rock. Therefore, so bauxite is the most important ore of aluminum. Option A is the right answer. Question 42. Dhank is the main instrument of which dance? So dhank is an instrument used in Kathi dance. Option D is the right answer, student. Here Kathi is the traditional dance form of the Nimar region. So Kathi is the traditional dance form. Traditional dance form of the Nimar region. Nimar region. Performed in the honor of goddess Parvati. So during the occasion of Shivaratri, it is performed throughout the whole day. So the musical instrument used in this dance form is dhang, right? Both males and females perform this dance wearing a special creative dress called bana. So creative dress used here is bana. Right? Whereas in the remaining options, Rai, it's a traditional dance form of the Bedia tribe. So it is also a dance form of Bedia tribe. Tribal dance form, right? So whereas Saira, it's a famous folk dance, right? Predominantly performed in the parts of North India. So folk dance predominantly performed in the states of North India. In the parts of North India. Whereas matki, it's a style of dancing performed by women of Malwa region for special occasions like weddings, birthday, etc. Right? So dance form of Malwa region. Malwa region. Right? So it is done with a special picture called matki overhead. So the dancer has a veil on her face. The main instrument used in this dance is dhol. Right? Instrument used in the matki dance is dhol. Right? Whereas the instrument used in Kathi dance is dhank. Right? So option D is the right answer. Question 46. Manasya are sad songs of which region? Here, students, Manasya are considered as song of death, right? So, Manasya, so song is considered as song of death. So, it is also called Kaya Khoj song. Kaya Khoj song. Right? So, they are also called as Kaya Khoj songs sung in the Nimar region. So option B is the right answer. Manasya are the sad songs of Nimar region, right? So these songs talk about the morality of the body and immorality of the spirit, right? So in this, the spirit is considered as the bride. So spirit is considered as bride, whereas body is considered as the groom. Right? So it is prohibited to sing Manasya songs on occasions other than death. So these songs are sung in a group with accompaniments such as mridang, jhanj, and ektar. Right? So option B. So in the Nimar regions, the Manasya songs that will be sung. Right? Manasya are the sad songs or song of death. Option B is the right answer. Question 44. Isotopes of an element differ in. So options are the number of protons, the mass number, the number of electrons, and the atomic number. So isotopes of an element differ in their mass number. Right? Here, students, isotopes means the atoms which have same number of protons but have different neutrons. So consider an element or an atom. So in the nucleus, so there are protons and neutrons present. Right? So protons number of protons plus neutrons is equal to mass number. Right? Mass number. So consider the example of carbon. So in case of carbon, right? So number of protons are 6. Its atomic number is 6. Therefore, number of protons is equal to 6. So, and the number of neutrons in carbon atom is also 6. Therefore, its mass number is 12. Right? So, in an isotope of carbon, right? So, number of neutrons will be two more than its atomic number, 2 more than its protons. So, in an isotope of carbon, so number of protons are the same number 6, but neutrons are 2 more than protons, which is 8. Right? Therefore, the mass number will be 6 plus 8. Protons plus neutrons, which is equal to 14. Right? Therefore, carbon 12 and carbon 14. These are the two isotopes of carbon. Right? Right? So, isotopes are nothing but the atoms which have same atomic number or same number of protons. P means same atomic number or same number of protons, but different neutrons. Different neutrons. Therefore, isotopes of an element differ in their mass number, right? Differ in their mass number. Option B is the right answer. Question 45. Who is the author of Tariq-as-Sindh? So, author of Tariq-as-Sindh book was Mir Muhammad Masoom. Option B is the right answer, right? So, Mir Muhammad Masoom. Right? So, Mir Muhammad Masoom Shah Bakri was also known as Sayyid Nizamuddin Mir Muhammad Masoom Shah. So, also known as Sayyid Nizamuddin Mir Muhammad Masoom Shah. Masoom Shah. He was the 16th century Sindhi Muslim. So 16th century Sindhi Muslim. Sindhi Muslim. He was a historian. Right? So he was from Bakhar, Sindh. So in the modern day of Pakistan, so it is present. So he was from Bakhar, Sindh region. So that means from Pakistan. So he is known for writing a history of Sindh, Tariq-i-Sindh, also known as Tariq-i-Masumi, after the author. So published in 16th century, right? So writing the history of Sindh, which is Tariq-i-Sindh. Tariq-i-Sindh. Right? So this book was published in 1600. He was also a trusted lieutenant of the Mughal Emperor Akbar. So lieutenant of Akbar. Right? For the given question, the author of Tariq-as-Sindh was written by Mir Muhammad Masoom. Option B is the right answer. Question 46. Which European power was the first to establish a trading post in India? So here options are the British, the Portuguese, the French, and the Dutch. Here the Portuguese were the first European power to establish a trading post in India. Right? Option B is the right answer. The student Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese explorer, was the first European to reach India by sea. Right? So landing in Calicut. So Vasco da Gama was the first European, right? So to reach India by sea. Then landing in Calcutta in 14 Calicut, not Calcutta, landing in Calicut in 1498. So present day in Kerala. So Calicut is in Kerala. So this marked the beginning of the Portuguese era in India. They established their first fort in Cochin in Kerala in 1503. right? So first port in Kerala. So in Cochin in 1503, right? And later in 1510, they captured Goa, right? So they captured Goa in 1510. So which became the capital of the Portuguese possessions in the east, right? So the Dutch, the British and the French came later. Here the European power was Portuguese to establish it first time to establish a trading post in India. Option B is the right answer. Question 47. Which among the following was a Chalukya ruler? So here students, the Chalukya ruler was Pulakeshin II, option A. So the kingdom of the Chalukyas was centered around the Raichur Dog between rivers Krishna and Tungabhadra. Right? So Aihole was the capital of Chalukyas, was an important trading center. So Aihole was the trading center. Trading center. So it developed as a religious center also. So developed as a religious center. So with number of temples, the best known Chalukya ruler was Pulakeshin II. So option A, right? So we know about him from the Prashasti composed by his court poet Ravi Kirti. So he was a court poet. So Ravi Kirti. He was court poet. So this tells us about his ancestors, so who are traced back through 4 generations from father to son. So Pulakeshin evidently got the kingdom from his uncle. Hence, the correct answer for this question is Pulakeshin II. So he was a Chalukya ruler. Question 48. At which place second edition of its Human Rights Film Festival held? So Human Rights Film Festival, so it held at Hague, right? So option A is the right answer. Students, Hague Human Rights Film Festival highlights persecution of women and minorities across globe, right? So Global Human Rights Defense, so DHRD, GHRD, Global Human Rights Defense. So it is an NGO. So held the second edition of its Human Rights Film Festival in the Hague with a focus on human rights. So to focus on human rights, women's rights. Women's rights. Right? So option A is the right answer. Question 49. The most important cell type associated with the immunity of the body is, options are RBCs, platelets, lymphocytes, more than one of the above. So here lymphocytes are the cell type associated with the immunity of the body. So here students, our body comprises lymphocytes, monocytes, then neutrophils, eosinophils and basophils. So our body composes of, so first one, lymphocytes, then monocytes, then neutrophils, then comes eosinophils, then basophils. Right? So there are 2 types in lymphocytes, B type and T type lymphocytes. B type and T type. Right? So T lymphocytes held in the production of antibodies. So in the production of antibodies. So killing the pathogen. Whereas B lymphocytes produce antibodies and bind with the foreign antigen. So the production of antibodies as well as bind with a foreign antigen. foreign antigen. Therefore, the type of cell, right, associated with the immunity of the body is lymphocytes. Option C is the right answer. Question 50. Who was the founder of Naga dynasty, which was situated in Vidisha district? Here, Vrishnath. So option D. So he was the founder of Naga dynasty. So he was also known as Vrishanaga. So Vrishanaga. Naga. So or Vrishabhava. Vrishabhava. And he was also known as Vrishabha also. Vrishabha. He established the Naga dynasty in 2nd BCE, right? So in 2nd BCE at Vidisha, Disha district. The coins of the Naga dynasty were found in 1913 to 14 from Basenagar. So coins were found so in 1913, 14 from Basenagar, right? So Vrishnath or Vrishanaga or Vrishabha or Vrishabha, right? So all the names are correct here. So was founder of Naga dynasty. So whereas the remaining options, Bhimanga, he was also a king of Naga dynasty, right? So whereas Skandanaga of Padmavati was a Naga Vamshi king of Bharashiva family in the Navanaga dynasty. He was also a king of Naga dynasty, whereas Brahaspati Naga. Brahaspati Naga was ruled Padmavati from 250 to 270 AD. Right? So whereas Bhimanga ruled Naga dynasty from 210 BCE to 230 BC. Right? So Skandanaga ruled from 230 to 250 AD. Right? So Vrishant was the right? Vrishnath was the founder of Naga dynasty. Option D is the right answer. Student, if you want to practice such type of questions, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 51. 3 raised to 50 plus 9 raised to 26 plus 27 raised to 18 plus 9 raised to 28 plus 9 raised to 29 is divisible by which of the following integers? So we'll write the given expression as, so the first number will be as it is 3 raised to 50, right? And the second number is 9 raised to 26. So let us express the second number as the power of 3, right? Since 9 is 3 square, so 3 square raised to 26. Right? And the third number is 27 raised to 18. So we'll write 27 as 3 cube, right? So 3 cube whole raised to 18 plus 9 raised to 29. Again, here 27 is, yeah. So 9 raised to 28. Here 9 is 3 square raised to 28 plus 9 raised to 29. 3 square raised to 29, right? So now consider the first term as it is 3 raised to 50 plus. Here the second number is in the form of a raised to m whole raised to n, which is a raised to mn. Right? A is 3 here. So 3 raised to 2 into 26 is 52. Plus 3 raised to 18 into 3. So which is 54. Right? So next comes 3 raised to 28 into 2, 56. Plus 3 raised to 29 into 2, 58. Right? So, which is equal to, we'll take 3 raised to 50 as common. Right? So, which is 3 raised to 50 is common in all 5 numbers. 3 raised to 50 into, the first term becomes 1 plus. So, 3 raised to 50. When the second number is divided by 3 raised to 50, so the remaining term will be 3 square plus 3 raised to 4 is the remaining in the third term, and 3 raised to 6 is remaining in the fourth term, and 3 raised to 8 is remaining in the last term. So equal to 3 raised to 50 is common. Here 1 plus 3 square is 9. 3 raised to 4 is 81. 3 raised to 6 is 729. 3 raised to 8 is 6561. Right? So 3 raised to 50 into. So inside the bracket, so you will get, when you add these numbers, you will get 7381. Right? So here this 7381 will check with 11 whether the number is divisible by 11 or not. So 7381. So 11 into 6, 66. So 7 is the remainder. 11 into 7, 77. 1 is the remainder. 11 into 1, 671. Right? So again 11 into 671 is 7381. So we can consider 671 also. So it is divisible by 11 again, right? So we'll check. So 11 into 6, 66, and 11 into 1 is 11. So we can write 7381 as, so 11 into 61, right? So into, first term is 3 raised to 50. So therefore, 3 raised to 50 into 11 square into 61 is the given expression. That means the given expression is divisible by 11, right? So among 4 options, so 11 is given already, right? So no need to go for remaining options. So here 11. So the given expression is divisible by 11, option A. Question 52. In a mixture of 40 liters, the ratio of milk and water is 4:1. How much water should be added to the mixture so that ratio of milk and water becomes 2:3, right? So let us consider a mixture. So in which milk to water ratio, milk is to water ratio is 4:1. So in 40 liters of mixture, right? So here the question is how much water should be added to make the mixture. So in the ratio 2:3. So in the second ratio or second mixture, so we need to add some water to make the ratio 2:3, right? So for that some quantity of water is to be added here, right? So before going to the final ratio, let us find the initial quantity of water and milk in the initial mixture, right? So let so 4x plus x, from the ratio it is milk to water ratio is 4:1. Therefore 4x plus x is 40 liters, right? Therefore 5x is 40, x is equal to 8, right? So initially the quantity of water is 8 liters, right? So quantity of water is equal to x is equal to 8 liters. So which is initial quantity. Whereas initial quantity of milk is 4x, which is 32 liters, right? So in the second part, when water is added to the mixture, so the ratio becomes 2:3, right? So let water to be added be y liters, right? So let water to be added be y liters here, right? So then the ratio becomes 2:3. So when water is added, final quantity of water becomes, initial quantity of water is 8 plus y liters. Final quantity of water becomes 8 plus y, and final quantity of milk will be same, which is 32 liters, right? So therefore the ratio of milk to water is given. Therefore ratio of milk to water, right? Milk to water ratio is given, which is 2:3, right? So what is final quantity of milk? Which is 32, right? So which is same. Whereas final quantity of water is 8 plus y is equal to 2/3. So 32 into 3, 96. So 2 into 8 plus y is 16 plus 2y. So which is 2y is equal to 96 minus 16, which is 80. Therefore, y is equal to 40, right? So y is So added water, right? So in the final mixture, added water is 40 liters. Therefore, option D is the right answer, right? So in order to make the ratio 2:3, so the water to be added is 40 liters, right? Option D is the right answer. Question 53. A vegetable vendor supplies vegetables to a housing complex of 50 families. On a particular day, the breakup sale of vegetables is represented in the form of a pie chart as shown. Study the pie chart carefully and answer the question that follows. So here the question is, what is the ratio of the central angle corresponding to the sale of potatoes, tomatoes and beans together to the central angle corresponding to the combined sale of onions and others? Here students, there are two methods to solve this, right? So first method is to find the central angle corresponding to each vegetable, right? Out of 360, what is the angle corresponding to the particular vegetable, right? So then we need to find the total central angle corresponding to each vegetable, which is potato, tomato and beans. So is to central angle corresponding to onions and others. This is the one method. Another method is very easy method. Directly we need to consider the sale of potatoes, tomatoes, beans together. One sale is to sale of onions and others, which is already given. So we need to just add these numbers and take the corresponding ratio. This is the easiest method. So first let us take the central angle corresponding to sale of each vegetable here. For that, we need total sale, right? So before going to central angle, here the total sale of vegetables is here 80 plus 70 plus 90 plus 40 plus 45 plus 75, right? So 80 plus 70, 150 plus 90, 240 plus 40, 280. So 325, 330, 400 is the total sale, right? So in which we'll take potatoes, tomatoes, beans together. So central angle corresponding to, so central angle, otherwise we'll take the vegetables first. So vegetables and corresponding central angle. Corresponding central angle. So corresponding to potatoes, So here out of total sale 400, potato sale is 80, therefore for 360, right? Because the total angle in a circle is 360, therefore 0, 0 we can cancel. So 4 into 2, so 72 degrees is the total, that means central angle corresponding to potatoes. Now corresponding to tomatoes. So what is the central angle? So out of 400, tomato sale is 70, therefore for 360, right? So we have 4 into 9, 36. 63 degrees the central angle corresponding to tomatoes. Now for beans, central angle, sort of 400, bean sale is 45, right? Therefore for 360. So we can 4 into 10, 4 into 9, then 5 into 2, 5 into 9. So 81 by 2. So which is 40.5 degree is the angle corresponding to beans, right? So next comes onions and others. So onions central angle, corresponding central angle is out of 400, onion sale is so 90, right? Therefore for 360. So we can cancel two zeros here. 4 into 9. So 81 degree is angle corresponding to onions and others sort of 400, others sale is 75, therefore for 360 degree, right? So which is equal to 4 into 10, 4 into 9, 5 into 2, 5 into 1, then 5 into 5. So 135 by 2, which is 67.5 degree is the central angle corresponding to others. So here let us consider the ratio. Required ratio is the total central angle corresponding to potatoes, tomatoes, and beans. So corresponding to potatoes, it is 72 degree. Corresponding to tomatoes, it is 63 degree. Corresponding to beans, it is 40.5 degree. So 2, the central angle corresponding to onions and others. So corresponding to onions, it is 81 degree. Corresponding to others, it is 67.5 degree. So take the ratio. So 135, then plus 40, 175.5 divided by, so 148.5. Right? So you can still simplify. So remove the decimal point directly. We can take 1755 by 1485. Right? So both the numbers are divisible by 5. You can still simplify it. So go to 1755 divided by 1485. Right? If you take the ratio, so directly go for division. So otherwise 1755 divided by, can we try 15? Yes, 117. So divisible by 15. Whereas 1485 divided by 15 gives 99. Right? 99. So both the numbers are divisible by 3 also. So 3 into 3, 9. 3 into 9, 27. Right? So 3 into 33. Again, 39 and 33 are divisible by 3. So 3 into 1, 3 into 3. 3 into 1, 3 into 1. Therefore, the ratio is 13 is to 11 is the ratio. Right? So the ratio of central angle corresponding to potatoes, tomatoes, beans together to that of onions and others is 13 is to 11. Right? Here the second method is directly take the ratio of the sale of corresponding vegetables. Right? So method 2. Method 2. So in that required ratio is, right? So sale of potatoes, it is 80 plus tomatoes 70 plus beans, it is 45 is to, so onions and others, onions is 90, sale of others is 75. Directly take the ratio, it is 150 plus 45, 195 divided by 165. Right? So can take 195 divided by 15, you will get 13. Whereas 165 divided by 15 is 11. Therefore, the ratio is 13 is to 11, which is the easiest method. Otherwise, so separately, you need to take the central angle of each vegetable corresponding to each vegetable, add these angles, and we need to find the required ratio. Right? So look at the options. Option B is the right answer. Question 54. What is the value of 1 plus sine A divided by cos square A? So here students, we can write cos square A as 1 minus sine square A, right? So 1 plus sine A divided by, the denominator can be written as 1 minus sine square A, because cos square theta plus sine square theta is always 1, or cos square A plus sine square A is equal to 1. Right? So here again, the denominator part is 1 minus sine square A, which is in the form of A square minus B square. Right? So which is A plus B into A minus B. Right? Therefore, 1 minus sine square A can be written as 1 plus sine A into 1 minus sine A. Right? So here we can cancel 1 plus sine A and 1 plus sine A. Therefore, 1 by 1 minus sine A is the answer. 1 by 1 minus sine A. So option A is the right answer. Question 55. In triangle EFG, so it's a right angle triangle. In that angle F is 90 degree, EF is 10 centimeter, FG is 15 centimeter. Then what is the value of cosecant G? So let us consider a triangle EFG. Right? So EFG is a triangle. in which angle F is 90 degree, right? So name it as EFG. EF is 10 centimeter. FG is 15 centimeter. So here we need cosecant G. Here cosecant G, cosecant function is always inverse of sine. So cosecant G can be written as 1 by sine G. So how to find sine G? So here sine is always opposite by hypotenuse. Sine G is opposite side by hypotenuse. Here in the given triangle, so angle G is here. Its opposite side is EF and hypotenuse is EG, right? EG is not given. So according to Pythagoras theorem, EG square is EF square plus FG square. Therefore, EG is root of EF square, which is 10 square plus 15 square, right? Therefore, since EF is 10 centimeter, so EG is the root of 10 square plus 15 square, which is 10 by, so root 100 plus 15 square is 225, right? So which is equal to 10 by root of 325, right? Here 325 can be written as, yes, the product of, so 13 into 2, 26, 13 into 5, right? So 13 and 25, product of 13 and 25. So root 25 is 5. Therefore, we can write 10 by 5 root 13, right? Therefore, EG is equal to 2 by root 13. EG is 2 by root 13. So 2 by root 13 is the value, right? Therefore, sine G. So what is sine G? Right? Sine G itself is not EG. Sine G itself is 2 by root 13. Right? Right? 2 by root 13. Whereas EG is 5 root 13. Not, it is 5 root 13. Sine G is 2 by root 13. Therefore, cosecant G is 1 by 2 by root 13 is, so root 13 by 2. Right? Option A is the right answer. Question 56. 15 taps can fill a tank in 36 minutes. How many taps will be required to fill the tank in 1 hour? So here 1 hour is 60 minutes. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Here students, we are using simple concept of work is equal to, here same amount of work needs to be done by both 15 taps and number of tanks required in 1 hour, right? Same amount of work is done here. So here work is equal to, so M1 D1, so which is equal to M2 D2. So this is the simple concept. Here M1 is number of taps we are using, so which is 15. So 15 taps can fill a tank in 36 minutes. Therefore work is 15 into 36. So which is equal to, so number of taps required, right, to fill the tank in 1 hour, which is 60 minutes. So in both the cases, work is same, right? So number of taps are different and time taken by them are different here. Therefore, their product is the total work, right? So which is equal. Therefore, we need to find M2, right? M2 is equal to 15 into 36 divided by 60, right? 15 into 4 is 60. So 4 into 9, right? Therefore, it is 9 is the answer, right? So therefore, so number of taps required to fill the tank in 1 hour is 9. 9 taps are required to fill the tank in 1 hour. Right? Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 57. If the diameter of the base of a cone is 32 centimeter and its curved surface area is 3268 integer 4 by 7 centimeter square, then its height is. So let us consider a cone, right, whose diameter is given. So diameter is 32 centimeter. Therefore, the radius is d by 2, which is 16 centimeter is radius of the cone, right? So curved surface area is given. We need to find its height. So this height should be calculated, right? Here curved surface area CSA. So formula says it is pi into r into L. Here r is radius of the cone, L is slant height, right? So slant height of the cone, right? So using this slant height and radius, we can easily find the height of the cone. So using Pythagoras theorem. First, we have to find slant height of the cone, right? Here, curved surface area is given. So 3268 integer 4 by 7 centimeter square is curved surface area. Pi is 22 by 7 into radius is 16 centimeter, right? Into slant height. So here, students, so we can simplify this. So RHS part, LHS part will be 3268 into 7 is 22,876, right? So plus 4 is 880. So 2280 by 7 is equal to, so 22 into 16. So 16 to 32. So 352 by 7 into L. So you can cancel 7 and 7. Therefore, slant height L is equal to 2280 by 352. Right? So you will get 65 centimeter as slant height. So here L is equal to 65 centimeter and R is, here radius is 16 centimeter. Right? So we can apply Pythagoras theorem to this triangle. Right? So easily we can find the height. Therefore, so h square, height square is equal to L square minus R square. Using Pythagoras theorem, L square is 65 square minus R square is 16 square. So which is in the form of A plus A square minus B square, which is A plus B into A minus B. Right? So apply the same formula. 65 plus 16 into 65 minus 16. So 75 plus 6, 81 into, so 55, 49, right? 81 into 49. So you will get h square as, so 3969 centimeters square. Therefore, the height of the cone is root of 3969, which is 63 centimeter. Right? Height of the cone h is 63 centimeter. Option D is the right answer. Question 58. Two circles touch each other externally. The distance between their centers is 12 centimeter. The sum of their areas is 74 pi centimeter square. What is the radius of the smaller circle? So we'll consider two circles, right? So they touch externally like this. And the distance between their centers is given. So which is 12 centimeter. So the total distance is 12 centimeter. Here we need to find radius of the smaller circle. So let the radius of the larger circle be x. Then smaller circle radius becomes 12 minus x. Right? So let radius of the smaller circle, or we'll consider larger circle be x centimeter. Therefore, radius of the smaller circle becomes, smaller circle is equal to 12 minus x centimeter, because the total distance, since both the circles are just touching each other, so the total distance is 12 centimeter and the smaller circle radius becomes 12 minus x, right? So here sum of their areas is given, right? Therefore, sum of the areas of two circles is 74 pi centimeter square, right? So the formula says area of a circle is pi r square. So area of larger circle is pi into radius is x square plus area of smaller circle is pi into radius is 12 minus x the whole square is equal to 74 pi. Here we can take out pi as common. So it becomes x square plus 12 minus x square, which is in the form of a minus b whole square, right? So it is a square plus b square minus 2ab. Therefore, 12 minus x the whole square becomes 12 square. So which is 144 plus b square is x square minus 2ab. So 12 into 2, 24x is equal to 74 pi. We can cancel pi and pi here. So we have x square plus x square, which is 2x square, right? So 2x square minus 24x plus 144 is equal to 74. So again, we can take out 2 here common. So it becomes x square minus 12x plus 72, right? Becomes 74 by 2 becomes 37. So still you can simplify. So make it as a quadratic equation, 12x. So 72 minus 37. So it becomes 35 plus 35 is equal to 0. So we have a quadratic equation. Split the middle term, right? So x square. So we have, so minus 7 into minus 5 becomes plus 35 and the sum becomes minus 12. So the middle term can be written as minus 7x minus 5x plus 35 is equal to 0. So in first two terms, x is common, x minus 7, minus 5 is common in the last two terms. So x minus 7 is 0. Therefore, we have x is equal to 7 and x is equal to 5. Right? Right? So here, the radius of the smaller circle is, since it is the total radius is 12 centimeters, sum of the radius is 12 centimeter, right? Smaller circle is 12 minus x, right? So the smallest value is 12 minus 7, which is 5 centimeter. We have two values for x. So in that, so if you take 12 minus 7, we will get the less value, which is 5 centimeter, right? Therefore, so 5 centimeter option C. Therefore, the radius of the larger circle becomes 7, right? So smaller circle becomes, radius becomes 5. Therefore, the total distance becomes 7 plus 5, which is 12 centimeter. Right? Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 59. The length of the arc of a sector is 22 centimeter and the area of the sector is 231 square centimeter. Then the angle of the sector is. So let us consider a circle. So in which consider a sector. Right? Here length of the arc of a sector is given 22 centimeter. So if you consider arc as AB, so length of AB is 22 centimeter and area of the sector is given 231 centimeter square. So here we need to find angle of the sector theta, right? So using the length formula and area formula of the sector, we can easily find the angle of the sector. Here, length of the sector, the formula says length of the sector is theta by 360, right? Into 2 pi r is equal to length of the sector. Length of the sector. Here it is given as 22 centimeter. Therefore, we can write theta by 360 into 2 pi into r as 22. Right? Simplified. Here we have two unknown terms, theta and r. So let it be as it is. So theta into r is equal to 22 into 360 by 2 pi. Consider this as equation 1. And we have area of the sector also, right? The formula says theta by 360 into pi r square is equal to area of the sector, right? So area of the sector. So it is given as 231, right? So therefore, so we'll consider, so 231 is given. So we'll consider theta r square here in the LHS part, 231 into 360, right? We'll take 360 to the RHS part, divided by pi, gives theta r square. So in that, substitute the value of theta r, right? So in that, theta r is 22 into 360 by 2 pi into, we have one more r here, right, is equal to 231 into 360 by pi. So here students, we can cancel pi and pi. Right. First, let us find value of radius. Right. Then if you substitute the value of radius in equation 1, we will get angle theta. Right. The sector angle theta. So let us find radius of the sector. Radius of the circle first. Right. So both are same radius. So 2 into 11 is 22. So we have radius is equal to 231 by 11 into 360. So into 360. So you can cancel 360 and 360. So 11 into 2, 22, 11 into 1. So radius of the circle is 21 centimeter is the radius. So equation 1 becomes, right? So equation 1 becomes theta into r. Theta into radius. Theta into r is equal to 22 into 360 by 2 pi. 22 into 360 divided by 2 pi. Simplified. So theta into radius is 21 is equal to 22 into 360 divided by 2 into pi is 22 by 7. This 7 goes to numerator. Right? Therefore, we can cancel 22 and 22. So 2 into 180 is 360. Right? So theta is equal to 180 into 7 by 21. Then 7 into 3 is 21. 3 into 6 is 18. 3 into 60. So theta is 60 degree. Right? So angle of the sector is 60 degree. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 60. A alone can complete a work in 20 days with full efficiency. If the efficiency of A decreases by 20%, then A alone can do the same work in how many days? Here, students, we are using the simple concept of work, which is equal to efficiency into time. Efficiency into time. Right? So let X be the efficiency of A. Right? So let X be the efficiency. In first case, efficiency of A is X here, right? So here work is equal to efficiency into time. If you take work as W, right? Work is equal to efficiency is X. A takes 20 days to complete some work, right? So his work becomes 20 into his efficiency, right? So in the second case, efficiency decreases by 20%. Right? So efficiency, new efficiency becomes, in the second case, new efficiency becomes, it decreases by 20% means his original efficiency, right? I'll write it as original efficiency. Original efficiency minus, it decreases by 20% means minus 20% of original efficiency. Right? So which is nothing but only 80% of his original efficiency. Right? So here we have assumed X as his original efficiency. X minus 20% of X is his new efficiency. So which is 80% of X, nothing but 80 by 100X is his new efficiency. But he is going to complete the same amount of work in how many days? Therefore, work is equal to, therefore, work is same here. So work is efficiency into time. So 80x by 100 into, let D be number of days he is going to take to complete the same work with his new efficiency. Therefore, we can equate work, right? So we can work done initially, work done by him initially and work done by him with his new efficiency. Therefore, we can equate his work 20 into X with 80X by 100 into D with his new efficiency work, right? So easily we can find number of days he is going to take with his new efficiency, right? Here we can cancel X and X. Therefore, D is equal to 100 into 2 by 80. So 100 into 20 by 80. 20 into 4 is 80. So 100 by 4 is 25. So person A is going to take 25 days of time with his new efficiency. Therefore, option C is the right answer. I'll repeat once again, students. Here we are using the simple concept of work, which is equal to efficiency into time, right? Originally, the person has the efficiency X. Let it be X. Therefore, amount of work he is going to complete will be 20 into X, because he is going to take 20 days of time to complete his work, right? So with his new efficiency, which is 20% less than his original efficiency. Therefore, his new efficiency becomes 80% of his original efficiency. Therefore, so work done by him, because he is going to work, or he is going to do the same amount of work. Therefore, work is equal to his new efficiency into number of days, into time. Therefore, we can equate the amount of work done by him in two different cases. 20x is equal to 80x by 100 into d. Therefore, d is equal to 25 days, right? Therefore, so easily it's a simple logic. So with more efficiency, he is going to take less number of days, which is 20 days. With less efficiency, he is going to take 25 days, because he is less efficient in the other case. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice such type of questions from this paper and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 61. For what value of m 5234m, this number is divisible by 9. Here, students, divisibility rule of 9 says a number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digits is equal to 9 or multiples of 9, right? Here in the given number, so m is unknown here, right, which is the last digit. We'll take sum of the digits. So sum of the digits of given number is equal to 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus m. So which is equal to 5 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 10 plus 4, 14 plus m. Therefore, the value of m is a number, right? When it is added to 14, this should be equal to multiple of 9, right? So here nearest number to 14, when it is added to it, so it becomes multiple of 9 is 4, right? So that is 14 plus 4. When value of m is 4, it becomes 14 plus 4, which is 18. So which is a multiple of 9, or 18 is divisible by 9, right? So I'll repeat once again. Divisibility rule of 9 says a number is divisible by 9 if sum of the digits of the given number is equal to 9 or multiples of 9. Here 18 is a multiple of 9. Then the given number is easily divisible by 9. Therefore, value of m is equal to 4. Therefore, sum of the digits of the given number becomes 18, right? Therefore, m is equal to 4. Option B is the right answer. Question 62. The following bar graph shows the total number of youth in lakhs and the total number of employed youth in lakhs in 5 states, A, B, C, D, and E. So here the question is, which state has the maximum number of unemployed youth? Here total number of youth in each state is given and total number of employed youth is given. So total number of youth minus employed youth gives number of unemployed youth. Here the question is which state has maximum number of unemployed youth? For that, let us consider number of unemployed youth, right, in each state. Unemployed youth in each state. So consider state A. So which has, so 12 minus 10.5, right? Here total number of youth is equal to 12 lakhs minus 10.5 youth are employed, right? Therefore, so 11.5. So 1.5 lakh youth are unemployed in state A, right? 1.5 lakh. Whereas state B has, so total number of youth 8 minus 7 employed youth, so which is 1 lakh. So 1 lakh youth are unemployed in state B. Whereas in state C, so total youth 11.5 minus 10 is equal to 1.5 lakh. Again 1.5 lakh youth are unemployed. Whereas in state D, 10 minus 7.5 days. So it is 2.5 lakh youth are unemployed. Whereas in state E, so 9 minus 8, right? 9 minus 8, which is 1 lakh youth are unemployed, right? So compared to the states A, B, C, and E, D state has maximum number of unemployed youth. Therefore, state D, option C is the right answer, which has maximum number of unemployed youth, right? Maximum unemployed. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 63. If the given number 6788934A4 is divisible by 11, then find the smallest whole number in the place of A. Here, students, we should take the divisibility rule of 11, right? So, divisibility rule of 11 says, if the difference in the sum of alternative digits of a number is divisible by 11, then that number is divisible by 11, right? Here, the given number is divisible by 11, right? Therefore, let us consider the difference in the sum of alternative digits of the number. So, before going to take the difference, we'll take sum of alternative digits. Sum of alternative digits. So here, so first number is 6, right? Second number is 7. So we'll take third number directly. So 6 plus 8. Next we'll take fifth number plus 9 plus, right? Fifth, after that seventh number plus 4 is the last number, right? Sum of alternative digits. So it is 14 plus 9, 23, 27 and 31. Whereas second, fourth, sixth and eighth digits. So 7 plus 8 plus 3 plus 8, right? So sum of the digits, alternative digits is 15 plus 3, 18 plus 8, right? If the difference between these sums, right, so is equal to 11 or divisible by 11, that is multiple of 11, then the whole number is divisible by 11. So we'll take the difference. So since it is already given that the number is divisible by 11, therefore, so the difference between the sums, so which is 31 minus 18 plus 8 is equal to 11, right? So therefore, so 31 minus 18, so which is 13, right? 13 plus minus 8, not plus. It is 13 minus A is equal to 11. Therefore, value of A is 13 minus 11, which is 2, right? So here, the smallest number or the smallest value of A is equal to 2, right? So therefore, the number becomes, so number becomes 67 crore 88 lakh 93,424, right? It becomes 424. So in that, sum of alternative digits are 31 and 18 plus 2, it becomes 20, right? 18 plus 2 becomes 20. Therefore, difference between the sums 31 minus 20 becomes 11. Therefore, the number is divisible by 11. Therefore, the answer is verified, right? Therefore, value of A is 2, option B. Question 64. O, T and P can do a piece of work in 3, 4 and 6 hours respectively. If they are working together, then in how much time they will finish the work? Here, students, we are using the simple concept of work, which is equal to efficiency into time. Efficiency into time. Whereas efficiency in this particular case is, so work done by the particular person per unit time. So here per unit time is in 1 hour, right? So we'll take efficiency as, so work in 1 hour, work done in 1 hour into total time taken by them, right? So which is nothing but total work, right? So here O, T and P can do a piece of work in 3, 4 and 6 hours. Therefore, O's 1 hour work or work done by O in 1 hour, right? So O's 1 hour work is equal to total work divided by time taken by O. So which is 3 hours. W by 3 is O's 1 hour work or efficiency of O, right? Whereas T is 1 hour work. 1 hour work. So it becomes W by 4. Whereas P is 1 hour work. P is 1 hour work is W by 6. Right? If they start working together, right? So if they start working together, their total work becomes. So if they work together, that means we have to add their 1 hour work first, right? So here W by 3 plus W by 4 plus W by 6, right? If they start working together, so we'll find the value of this. So here LCM is 12. So 4W plus 3W plus 2W, right? So which is 9W by 12. So let us express numerator as the total work, which is W. So denominator becomes 12 by 9. So which is nothing but W by 4 by 3, right? So here 4 by 3 is total time taken by OT and P. OT and P, right? If they start working together, right? So 4 by 3 is nothing but one integer 1 by 3, right? So since the time is in terms of hour according to the question, so work in terms of any unit, right? So just avoid the unit of work here. So let us focus only on unit of time, right? One integer 1 by 3 hour means 1 hour 20 minutes. 1 by 3 of an hour is 20 minutes, right? If O, T and P start working together, they'll take 1 hour 20 minutes of time to complete the same amount of work. So option C is the right answer, 1 hour 20 minutes. Question 65. In a circle with center O, PQ and RS are two parallel chords on the same side of the diameter. If PQ is 24 centimeter, RS is 10 centimeter, and the distance between the chords PQ and RS is 7 centimeter, then find the radius of the circle. So let us consider a circle with center O. Right? Consider a circle with center O. Here, PQ and RS are two parallel chords, right? So we'll consider a chord PQ and another chord RS on the same side of the diameter, right? So if you consider a diameter, let it be AB, right? Here chords PQ and RS are on the same side of the diameter, right? Here PQ is 24 centimeter, RS is 10 centimeter, right? And the distance between the chords is 7 centimeter. Since two chords are parallel to each other, so if you take the distance, right? So here it is 7 centimeter. Always take the perpendicular distance, right? From one chord to another chord, right? For our convenience, I am considering perpendicular distance here so that I can join this line with the center of the circle. For further calculation, so we need the center of the circle also. I'm taking perpendicular distance from PQ to RS. So let it be MN. Let the line be MN. Here M is midpoint of PQ, N is midpoint of RS. Right? So since MN is perpendicular bisector, so that means it bisects the two chords. That means M and N are midpoints of P and Q. Right? So here ON is the perpendicular bisector for both PQ and RS. Right? So it is perpendicular bisector. So here we need to find radius of the circle. So how to find radius? So for that, so let us join O and Q. Join O and Q and O and S. Here OQ and OS both are same, right? So radius of the circle, both are same, right? To find radius of the circle, so let us consider triangle OMQ. OMQ and ONS. ONS. In both the triangles, we have radius, right? So the hypotenuse is radius. So apply Pythagoras theorem. Radius square is equal to, so sum of the squares of other two sides, right? Whereas in ONS also, radius square is equal to the hypotenuse square is sum of the squares of other two sides, right? So therefore, so you can equate radius square of the two triangles, so that easily we can find the radius, right? So here, so we'll consider, so before going to the radius part, here the distance between two chords is given, which is 7 centimeter. Mn is 7 centimeter. So we'll consider OM as x centimeter, because for the triangle ONS we need whole ON part. Therefore, let us consider OM as x, right? So here Mn is already given, so which is 7 centimeter, right? So here, so OM is perpendicular bisector for both the chords, for both PQ and RS, right? Therefore, angle OMQ is equal to angle ONS is equal to 90 degree, since it is a perpendicular bisector, right? So, and we'll write the remaining data. Since OMN is a perpendicular bisector, it divides the chords into two equal parts. Therefore, so MQ is equal to half of PQ, which is 24 by 2, which is 12 centimeter, and NS, so half of RS, so which is 10 by 2, which is 5 centimeter, right? So let OM is equal to x centimeter, right? So in triangle OMQ, a right angle triangle, so OQ square is equal to OM square plus MQ square. OQ is radius of the triangle, so R square, right? Not triangle, radius of the circle. So with respect to circle, OQ is radius. With respect to triangle, it is the hypotenuse. R square is equal to OM square. According to our assumption, OM is x plus MQ. MQ is 12 centimeter. So consider this as equation 1. Now in another triangle, in triangle ONS, right? Hypotenuse square, which is OS square is equal to ON square plus NS square, right? OS is radius of the circle is equal to ON is x plus 7, right? The whole square plus NS is half of RS, which is 5 centimeter, square of 5. Consider this as equation 2. Therefore, equation 1 is equal to equation 2. Both the equations are R square, right? So equate the right hand sides. So therefore, x square plus 12 square is equal to x plus 7 whole square plus 5 square. So before going to R square, before going to find the value of R square, first we need to find value of x, right? So x square plus 144 is equal to x plus 7 whole square is x square plus 14x plus 49. So, and the last part is square of 5, which is 25. So, we can cancel x square and x square. So, therefore, 14x is equal to 144 minus 49 minus 25. So, which is equal to 144 minus 74. So, 70. Therefore, x is equal to 70 by 14, which is 5. So, value of x. So, distance from center to the first chord PQ is 5 centimeter. Here we need radius. Substitute the value of x in any of the given equation. So, that is either 1 or 2. So, therefore, 1 becomes. Equation 1 becomes. So, radius square is equal to. Equation 1 is this one. X square plus 12 square. So here x square is 5 square plus 12 square, so which is 25 plus 144, which is 169. Therefore, R is equal to, we need value of R, radius. Therefore, radius is equal to root of 169, which is 13 centimeter, right? So, radius of the circle R is equal to 13 centimeter. So, option B is the right answer. Question 66. If y plus 1 by y is equal to 3, then what is the value of 1 by y cube plus y cube? So let us consider y plus 1 by y the whole cube, right? So y plus 1 by y the whole cube. So which is in the form of a plus b whole cube, right? A plus b whole cube is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Into a plus b. Similarly, y plus 1 by y the whole cube is y cube plus 1 by y cube, a cube plus b cube plus 3 times ab is y into 1 by y into a plus b, y plus 1 by y. Right? Here we need the value of y cube plus 1 by y cube. Therefore, y cube plus 1 by y cube is equal to y plus 1 by y the whole cube minus 3 times. So this part. So here y and y will get cancelled. So minus 3 times y plus 1 by y. Right? Substitute the values here. So y plus 1 by y is 3 itself. So cube of 3 minus 3 times. Again y plus 1 by y is 3. So 3 cube is 27 minus 3 into 3 is 9. So which is equal to 18. Therefore, so 1 by y cube plus y cube is equal to 18. Option D is the right answer. Question 67. What is the value of given expression? So we'll write the given expression cos square 32 degree, right? Plus, so I'll write cos square 58 degree as cos of 90 minus an angle, right? So cos square of, so 58 degree can be written as 90 minus 32 degree, right? So divided by, so in the denominator we have secant square 50 degree minus cot square 40. I'll write 40 degree as 90 minus 50 degree, right? Plus, so the second part becomes 4 into tan 13 degree. I'll write 13 degree as 90 minus 53. Is it 50? Not 53, it is 77. Sorry. So 90 minus 77 degree. Right? So tan 13 can be written as tan of 90 minus 77 degree. Whereas tan 37 can be written as, so tan 37 can be written as 90 minus an angle, which is 53 degree. Into last two parts, tan 53. So let it be as it is into tan 77 degree. 77 degree, right? So which is equal to, given expression is equal to, so cos square 32 degree plus, we know that cos of 90 minus theta is always sine theta. So I'll write the trigonometric functions here. Cos of 90 minus theta is always sine theta. Apply the same rule here. So cos square 90 minus theta is sine theta. Here it is sine square theta. Since it is cos square, sine square theta is 32 degree. Right? Divided by, denominator becomes secant square 50. So cot of 90 minus theta is always tan theta, right? So cot of 90 minus theta is always tan theta. Apply the same rule. Here it is cot square 90 minus theta. Therefore it is tan square theta, right? So minus tan square theta is 50 degree, right? So second part becomes 4 into, right? So tan of 90 minus theta. What is the value of tan of 90 minus theta? It is always cot theta, right? So cot of theta is 77 degree into again tan 90 minus theta, which is cot 53 degree into tan 53 degree into tan 77. Tan 77, right? So here, consider the numerator part, which is in the form of cos square theta plus sine square theta, which is 1. Right? So the trigonometric function says cos square theta plus sine square theta is always 1. Whereas in the denominator part, secant square theta minus tan square theta. So secant square theta minus tan square theta is also 1. Right? So first part becomes 1 by 1, which is 1. Plus second part becomes 4 into, here is cot 77 degree into tan 77 degree. So cot theta into tan theta is always 1. Therefore, So equate this to 1, right? Since cot theta into tan theta, since cot is inverse of tan, their product is always 1. And also cot 53 degree into tan 53 degree is 1. Therefore, we have 1 plus 4, which is equal to 5. Right? Value of given expression is 5, option D. Question 68. An article is sold for 180 rupees at a loss of 10%. At what price it should be sold to gain 15%, right? So here an article was sold for 180 rupees. There was a loss for that selling price. So that means there will be a cost price of the article, right? So let it be dash rupees or X rupees. For that particular cost price, when the same article is sold for another selling price, there was a profit of 15%. Profit of 15%. So then what is the selling price of the article when there was a profit of 15%? Right? So this selling price selling price of the article in the second case we need to find. So before going to selling price, we need to find cost price of the article. So how to find cost price? So using selling price of the article and loss percentage in the first situation. Right? So here students, we have two cases here. We have two cases. So in first case, article was sold at loss. Right? So loss percentage is given. So here we are using the formula of loss percentage is equal to, so when there is cost price more than selling price, there will be loss. This is general knowledge. We all know that, right? So here cost price, when cost price is greater than selling price, there is a loss. Therefore, formula becomes cost price minus selling price. Cost price first comes, right? So minus selling price over the cost price into 100. Right? Here we are going to find the value of cost price. Here loss percentage is 10%. So 10 is equal to cost price. Here selling price is 180 rupees over the cost price into 100. Right? So 10 into cost price is equal to, so 100 into cost price minus 18,000. Right? So therefore, so 10 minus 100 minus 10 becomes 90 into cost price is equal to 18,000. Therefore, cost price is equal to 200 rupees. So cost price of the article is 200 rupees, right? And it was sold for 180 rupees. Therefore, there is a loss of 10%. Since cost price is greater than selling price here, right? So in the second case, so there was a profit. Here gain or profit is 15%. Profit is 15%. And here the cost price is, so which is constant, 200 rupees. Therefore, we need to find selling price of the article since there is a profit. So for that, we are using the formula of profit percentage is equal to, since selling price is greater than cost price, there is a profit, right? Therefore, selling price comes before cost price here. So whereas in the loss percentage, it is cost price minus selling price. In the profit percentage, selling price minus cost price over the cost price into 100. Here profit percentage is 15%. Selling price we need to find minus cost price, which is 200 rupees, over the cost price into 100. Therefore, can cancel two zeros. 15 into 2 becomes 30 is equal to selling price minus 200. Therefore, selling price of the article is 230 rupees. Therefore, there is a profit of 15%, right? So, its cost price was 200 rupees and it was sold for 230 rupees. Therefore, there was a profit of 15%. Therefore, the question is, so at what price it should be sold to gain 15%? At 230 rupees price, it should be sold to gain profit percentage, right? Which is 15%. So, option B is the right answer. Question 69. Jaya invested 14,800 rupees at 8.5% rate per annum on simple interest. The interest earned after 6 months is. Here the principal is given, right? Principal or sum invested is given 14,800. It's very simple question, students. And the rate is 8.5% per annum, right? Rate is per annum. And the time is given, T is 6 months. right? Since rate is per annum, 8.5% is per annum, express the time in terms of year. Annum means per year here, therefore time should also be in terms of years. So it is half an year, right? Therefore it is, so 0.5 years. Right? Here we are directly going to find the interest, which is simple interest using the formula I is equal to PTR by 100. Principal is 14,800 into time is 0.5 years and the rate is rate of interest is 8.5 by 100. Right? So you can cancel two zeros. So 148 into 0.5. Half of 148 is 74 into 8.5. Right? So you will get 74 into 8.5. So which is equal to 629 rupees. So simple interest earned after 6 months is 629 rupees. Right? Option C is the right answer. Question 70. Raghav purchased a shirt at rupees 1,500 and marked up the price of the shirt by 40%. What is the discount percentage he has to offer in order to get a profit of 75 rupees? Right? Here he purchased a shirt for 1,500 rupees and he marked up the price of the shirt by 40%. Therefore, marked price of the shirt becomes marked price, or you can consider it as new market price of shirt becomes, so the amount, right, at which he purchased, which is 1,500 plus 40% of 1,500. Because he marked up the price of the shirt, therefore new market price of the shirt becomes 1,500 plus 40% of 1,500 is 600. Right? So which is equal to 2,100 rupees is the new market price of the shirt. Right? And here we need to find discount percentage he has to offer in order to get profit of 75%, 75 rupees. So before going to discount percentage, we need to find a discount here. Discount. Right? So before going to discount, we need to find selling price of the shirt. Because he marked up the shirt by 40%, therefore market price becomes 2,100, right? At what price he is going to sell it? Here is the question. Therefore, selling price of the shirt becomes, he purchases it for 1,500 rupees and he gets the profit of 75 rupees. Right? Therefore, selling price becomes, so the price at which he purchased, which is 1,500, and the profit he is going to get, which is 75 rupees, only 75 rupees. Therefore, he is going to sell it for 1,575 rupees. Right? Though he has marked the price as 2,100 rupees, he sells it for 1,575 rupees because he has purchased it for 1,500 rupees and his profit is only 75 rupees. Therefore, selling price becomes, yes, 1,575 rupees. Right? So therefore, so what is the discount he is going to give here? So discount. Right? So market price is 2,100, right? So otherwise you can consider it as market price minus selling price. He has marked as 2,100 rupees minus he is going to sell it for 1,575 rupees. Therefore, he is going to give 525 rupees discount on the shirt. Right? Therefore, what is discount percentage he is going to get? Or he is going to give that. Discount percentage is equal to, so discount percentage always depends on market price, right? So therefore, so for 2,100 market price, so he is going to give 525 discount. Therefore, for 100 market price, so what is the discount percentage he is going to give? So two zeros will get cancelled. 21 into 2, 21 into 5. So 25% discount will be given on the shirt, right? So in order to get 75 rupees profit, he is going to give 25% of discount on the shirt. Right? Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 71. After how many years a sum of rupee 50,000 gets doubled at the simple interest rate of 10%? Here sum is given. So principal is 50,000 given. So after how many years it gets doubled? Doubled means so the amount one is going to receive, right? So it gets doubled means 2 times principal is the amount in this case. So which is 1 lakh rupees. Right? So after how many years sum of rupees 50,000 becomes 1 lakh rupees at the simple interest rate of 10%. Here rate of interest is 10%. Right? Here we are going to find time period. So what is the value of T? Right? For that we are using the formula amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. Right? Very simple formula. So principal plus simple interest is PTR by 100. Right? So we'll take out principal common here. So P into 1 plus TR by 100. Right? Substitute the values. Since amount one is going to receive is 1 lakh rupees here. So which is equal to principal is 50,000 into 1 plus, so time we need to find, and rate of simple interest is 10% divided by 100. So here take this 50,000 to the LHS part. So 1 lakh by 50,000 becomes 2 into 1 plus, right? So 2 is equal to 1 plus, so it becomes T by 10. Therefore, so since 10 is LCM here, so when it goes to RHS, it becomes 20 is equal to, so 10 plus T. Therefore, T is equal to 20 minus 10, which is 10. And the unit is years. Therefore, after 10 years, so the principal of 50,000 rupees gets doubled as 1 lakh rupees at the simple rate of interest 10%. Right? Very simple question. Students, here the answer is, so after 10 years, option C is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice all the questions from this paper and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 72. If x plus 1 by x is equal to minus 2, then what is the value of x raised to 7 plus x raised to minus 7, which is nothing but 1 by x raised to 7 plus x square plus x raised to minus 2. So which is nothing but 1 by x square. So where x is less than 0. So we need to find the value of the given expression. Given that x plus 1 by x is equal to minus 2. Right? So let us find x square plus 1 by x square first. Right? So x square plus 1 by x square. So becomes, here students, we are using the simple concept of a plus b whole square, which is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Therefore, a square plus b square becomes a plus b whole square minus 2ab. Similarly, x square plus 1 by x square becomes, so x plus 1 by x the whole square, so which is a plus b whole square minus 2 times ab. A is x square, right? So that means a is, yes, x square into 1 by x square becomes, or x into 1 by x becomes, 1, right? So 2 into 1. Since x plus 1 by x is minus 2, it becomes minus 2 the whole square minus 2, which is equal to 2. Consider this as equation 1, right? Now consider x raised to 7 plus 1 by x raised to 7, right? So here we can write x raised to 7 plus 1 by x raised to 7 as x raised to 4 plus 1 by x raised to 4 into x cube plus 1 by x cube, right? So minus x plus 1 by x. When you expand this term, so you will get x raised to 7 plus 1 by x raised to 7. If you want, you can expand. So x raised to 4 into x cube becomes x raised to 7, right? So plus x raised to 4 into 1 by x cube becomes x. That's why we are subtracting x plus 1 by x. So these two are extra. values, right? Therefore, we are subtracting. So, x raised to 7 plus 1 by x raised to 7 becomes this one, RHS part. For that, we need x raised to 4 plus 1 by x raised to 4. So, let us go for x raised to 4 plus 1 by x raised to 4. Apply the same formula of a plus b whole square, right? So a square plus b square becomes a plus b whole square. Here a is x square plus b is 1 by x square, the whole square minus 2 into ab. So a into b becomes 1 here. So x square into 1 by x square becomes 1. So 2 into 1. Since x square plus 1 by x square from equation 1, it is 2. 2 square minus 2 becomes 2. Right? 4 minus 2 is 2. Consider this as equation 2. X raised to 4 plus 1 by x raised to 4 is 2. Now we need x cube plus 1 by x cube. So go for that. So x cube plus 1 by x cube is equal to. Here students, we are using the formula of a plus b whole cube, which is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Therefore, a cube plus b cube becomes a plus b whole cube. So, which is x plus 1 by x the whole cube minus 3 times ab is x into 1 by x into a plus b, which is x plus 1 by x. Substitute the value of x plus 1 by x, which is minus 2, the whole cube minus 3 into, here x and x will get cancelled. So, into x plus 1 by x is minus 2. Therefore, minus 2 the whole cube is minus 8 plus 6, which is equal to minus 2. Consider this as equation 3, right? So, we have x square plus 1 by x square, right? And x raised to 4 plus 1 by x raised to 4 and x cube plus 1 by x cube. Therefore, the given expression will be, so x raised to 7, in place of x raised to 7, can we write RHS of equation 2 and 3? Because x raised to 7 is sum of x raised to 4 and equation 3, right? And one more term, which is x plus 1 by x. Right? So let us write x raised to 7 plus 1 by x raised to 7 first. So which is x raised to 4 plus 1 by x raised to 4 is 2 into x cube plus 1 by x cube is minus 2, right? Minus x plus 1 by x, which is already given, that minus 2. Therefore, it becomes, so minus 4 plus 2, which is equal to minus 2. Right? Consider this as equation 4. Therefore, value of given expression. So, this becomes equation 4 plus equation 1. Right? Equation 4 is minus 2 plus x square plus 1 by x square is plus 2, which is equal to 0. Right? Therefore, value of given expression is option D, 0. Question 73. A company has 4 departments: human resource, marketing, sales, and information technology. The expenses of all departments are shown in the table given below in thousands. Right? So here in the 4 different years, 2005 to 2008, so expenses of all departments, human resource, marketing, sales, and information technology, expenses are given in thousands. Here the question is, what is the total expenditure of human resource, marketing, and information technology departments of company? Here we need to find total expenditure of human resource, marketing, and information, not sales. Right? So let us consider the total expenditure of each department here. So here itself we will consider total expenditure 20 plus 15, 35, 45, then 75, 77. 77,000 is the total expenditure of human resource department. So whereas total expenditure of marketing is 95 plus 40, so which is 135 plus 35, which is 170,000. Right? Whereas expenditure of information technology, it is 80 plus 70, 150, then 205, right? So 248,000 is the expenditure of information technology. Therefore, total expenditure. So according to the question, total expenditure of three departments, human resource, marketing and information technology. It is 77 plus 170 plus 248. So you will get 495,000, right? So 495,000 is the expenditure. So expenditure of three departments, HR, marketing and information technology. So option D is the right answer. Question 74. Rahul spends some part of his income and saves the remaining part. The ratio of his expenditure and savings is 5:4. If Rahul's income is 36,000 rupees, then what will be his expenditure? We know that savings plus expenditure is equal to income, right? So we'll take expenditure plus savings is always equal to income. Right? Here expenditure to savings ratio is given 5:4. Therefore, we'll consider 5x as his expenditure and 4x as his savings. So, which is equal to his total income, which is 36,000. Therefore, 9x is equal to 36,000. Therefore, value of x is equal to, so 9 into 4 is 36. Value of x is 4,000 rupees, right? Therefore, his expenditure is equal to 5x. So according to the ratio, expenditure is 5x. Therefore, it is 5 into 4,000, which is 20,000 rupees is his expenditure, right? So option C is the right answer. Question 75. Shubham covers a certain distance with two different speeds. He travels at the rate of 40 km per hour for 6 hours and again at the rate of 45 km per hour for 6 hours. Find his average speed. Here students, we are using the concept of average speed. The formula says, so average speed is equal to total distance traveled by total time taken, right? So total distance by total time. Right? So which is equal to, so let us find total distance here. So in first case, he is traveling with the speed of 40 km per hour for 6 hours. We know that speed is distance by time. Here we need a distance, right? So distance traveled by him in two different cases. So in first case, so distance traveled, since speed is distance by time, distance traveled is speed into time. Speed into time. So he was traveling with the speed of 40 km per hour and he traveled for 6 hours. Therefore, distance covered by him is 240 km is the distance covered by him. Whereas distance covered by him in the second case is, so again, speed into time. Speed into time. So he was moving with the speed of 45 km per hour and he traveled for 6 hours. Right? So here the value is, so 270, right? 270 km is the distance covered by him in the second case. Here the total distance is 240 by 270 and the total time is 6 plus 6 hours, right? So which is equal to 510 by 12. 510 by 12. So which is 12 into 4 is 48. So 12 into 2, 24. 12 into 5. So 42.5 km per hour is his average speed, right? Therefore, 42.5, option D is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice all the questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 76. Select the correct active form of the given sentence. So here, will those happy days be ever forgotten by me? So the given sentence is in passive voice form, right? So it is a passive voice. So format of the passive voice here is, so it starts with will. That means that the sentence is an interrogative sentence, right? So interrogative sentence. interrogative sentence always starts with a modal. Modal here is will, right? Here the format is will. Here subject of the given sentence is those happy days, right? So will, then comes a subject. So then comes a helping verb be, right? So helping verb be. Then comes main verb. So verb, right? So V3 form of the verb. Then comes by. So be ever forgotten by me. So me is the object here. Right? So passive voice form of an interrogative sentence starts with a modal. Then comes a subject, helping verb, verb, by, and object. Right? So in the active voice form, so it becomes here. So subject of the passive voice becomes object of the active voice, and vice versa. Object of the passive voice becomes a subject of the active voice. And also in active voice, so the sentence starts with modal, right? So modal, then comes object of passive voice, right? Object of passive voice. So here object of passive voice is subject of active voice, right? So then comes main verb. So it is a straight sentence. Therefore, after the subject, there comes main verb, right? Then comes object. Here object is subject of passive voice. Subject of passive voice. So subject of passive voice is object of active voice. Therefore, so active voice form of the given sentence is, so it starts with modal, which is will. Here subject of active voice is I. I is the subject. So will I, right? So ever forget is the main verb. Will I ever forget? Whereas in the passive voice, it was ever forgotten. Third past participle of the verb, forget, right? Here it is, will I ever forget, right? So the object is those happy days, right? Here it was the subject of, yes, passive voice. Therefore, will I ever forget those happy days? Very simple, right? Those happy days. Therefore, so option A is the right answer. Will I ever forget those happy days? Question 77. Find the part of the given sentence that has an error in it. If there is no error, choose no error as the option. So Pallavi is the cleverest of the two sisters. Here students, cleverest is superlative form of the adjective clever, right? It is superlative. Superlative form of clever, right? So here superlative is used to compare more than two people or more than two things. Here there are two sisters. So comparative degree of the adjective clever is used. Here comparative degree of the adjective clever is cleverer. So cleverer is comparative. Comparative degree of the adjective, right? So for comparing two things or two people, we use comparative degree of the adjective here. So instead of cleverest, it should be cleverer. Therefore, the sentence should be Pallavi is cleverer of the two sisters, right? So proper sentence is Pallavi is cleverer of the two sisters would be correct, right? Since there are two sisters, so we are comparing, so one with the other. Therefore, cleverer is the right word. So the cleverest has an error in it. Option C is the right answer. Question 78. Select the most appropriate option to substitute the underlined segment in the given sentence. If there is no need to substitute it, select no improvement. Here the sentence is, only me can solve the problems. Here underlined segment is only me can. So substitute of only me can would be only I can. Option B is the right answer. Here me is an object pronoun, right? So it is an object pronoun. So generally object pronoun comes after the verb. Here verb is solve. right? So generally me comes after the verb. Object pronoun comes after the verb, right? After the verb. Whereas I is subject pronoun. I is subject pronoun which comes before the verb. Therefore, so only I can solve the problem would be correct. So option B is the right answer, right? So in place of only me can, we have to substitute only I can. Question 79. Select the most appropriate option to fill in the blank. He is a descendant dash the Mughal family, Mughal royalty, right? So he is a descendant of the Mughal royalty. Here, of preposition is used to show the relationships between other words, such as belonging, things made of other things. That is, for example, of wood, right? Here, descendant of the Mughal royalty means belonging to the Mughal royal family, right? So belonging to, right, to the Mughal royal family. Therefore, option A is the right answer here. Preposition of is used to show the relationship between other words, right? So whereas the remaining prepositions in, right? So in is used with months of the year or seasons or countries. In April, in summer, right? So for example, so it is used with the months of the year. Used with months of the year. Months of the year. Whereas preposition for is used to show the duration of an action. So to show the duration of an action. Duration of an action. For example, for 2 years. For 2 years. So the next is to. Preposition to is used with the verbs to show movements. So used with verbs to show movements. To show movements. For example, to school, right? To school. For example, you have been to Australia, haven't you? Right? So it is used with the verbs to show movements. You have been to, right? So you have been to Australia, right? So for the given question, so he is a descendant of the Mughal royalty. So option A is the right answer. Question 80. Select the most appropriate antonym of the given word tranquil. Tranquil means free from disturbance, peaceful or calm, right? So peaceful or calm or free from disturbance is called tranquil. Here we need to find the antonym of the given word. Antonym means opposite meaning. Opposite meaning of peaceful or calm is sort of 4 options. Out of 4 options, stormy is the antonym. Here, students, stormy means a strong wind or heavy rain with thunder or wild. In general, we can consider it as wild, blowy. So these are the synonyms for stormy, right? So which gives opposite meaning of the given word tranquil, right? So strong wind is also synonym of storm. Right? For example, the weather was stormy and dark on that day, right? Which is wild or blowy, right? So which gives opposite meaning to tranquil, right? So option B is the right answer. Whereas calm, peaceful, and cool. So these are the synonyms for tranquil, right? Option B is the antonym of the given word. Question 81. Find the part of the given sentence that has an error in it. If there is no error, choose no error. So given sentence is, my brother brought a few rice while coming from the market. Here, the word few, it is a determiner used for countable nouns. So few word is used for countable nouns. Countable nouns. Since rice is an uncountable noun, rice is an uncountable noun, uncountable noun, right? So we cannot use few rice here, right? So instead we can use a little rice or some rice, right? Or you can use a few grains of rice instead. Here, a few rice. So this part has an error in it, right? So instead we can use a little rice or a few grains of rice. A few grains of rice, or you can simply use some rice, right? Some rice. My brother brought some rice while coming from the market. This would be correct, right? Since rice is an uncountable noun, we cannot use few, right? Few rice here. Therefore, so error is in a few rice oil in this part of the sentence, right? Option C is the right answer. Question 82. Select the most appropriate option to fill in the blank. There is no dash in the container for the water to flow, right? So here the given sentence is about water flowing or liquid flowing. Therefore, the proper word to be used here is there is no outlet in the container for the water to flow, right? Outlet. So outlet means a pipe or a hole, right, through which water or any liquid or gas may escape, right? So a pipe or a hole through which so a liquid or gas may escape. Therefore, for the given sentence, there is no outlet is the correct word, right? Outlet in the container for the water to flow. So option D is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice all the questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 83. Select the most appropriate option to substitute the underlined segment in the given sentence. If there is no need to substitute it, select no improvement. Here the sentence is, when the little girl loses her doll, she began to cry. So look at the phrase, she began to cry. So the given sentence is in past tense, right? Sentence is in past tense. Therefore, so instead of loses her doll, right? So we have to use lost her doll. So when the little girl lost her doll, she began to cry. Right? So option D is the right answer, which is the substitute for the underlined segment loses her doll. Right? So when the little girl lost her doll, she began to cry is the right answer. So option D is the right answer. Question 84. Select the most appropriate option to fill in the blank. The incident made a dash impression on Karan. Here, the sentence is about creating an impression. So, the right word would be deep impression. Option C, right? Here, deep impression means very intense impression or extreme impression, right? So, the sentence is the incident made a deep impression on Karan. So, option C is the right answer. Question 85. A sentence has been given in active or passive voice. Out of the four alternatives suggested, select the one which best expresses the same sentence in passive or active voice. Here the sentence is, others accused him of borrowing specimens and then denying doing so. Here the action is this part. So of borrowing specimens and then denying doing so is the action. And the given sentence action is this one, and the given sentence is in active voice, so which is a simple sentence, others accused him, which is in simple past tense, right? Which is in simple past tense, so which is active voice. So passive voice form of the given sentence is, consider the first, others accused him, simple past tense form of the sentence, others accused him. Here the subject is others, object is him, and the verb is accused. right? So in the passive voice form, subject of passive voice will be object of the active voice, right? So in the subject form, him becomes he, right? Him becomes he. Since the sentence is in simple past tense, we use the helping verb was in the passive voice form. In the passive voice form, we use the helping verb as was, right? He was, right? So here the format is subject, helping verb, followed by main verb, right? So here main verb is accused, right? So he was accused, then follow the format by others. He was accused by others. Then comes action. Action is of borrowing specimens and then denying do so, right? So he was accused by others of borrowing specimens, right? So it continues, right? So only thing is focus on only the tense of the sentence, which is simple past tense. Others accused him. This is the main part of the given sentence, whereas the second part is only the action of the sentence. So of borrowing specimens and then denying doing so, right? Therefore, so passive voice form is so option 4. He was accused by others of borrowing specimens. Option D is the right answer. Question 86. Select the most appropriate synonym of the given word. That means a similar meaning. Similar meaning of the given word. Obvious. Here obvious means easily perceived or easily understood. Right? So easily understood or easily perceived is called obvious. For example, her doctor immediately noticed the obvious signs of the disease. Right? So therefore, so similar meaning of obvious is evident here. Out of 4 options, flexible, vague, various, and evident. Evident is the exact meaning or synonym of the given word, whereas evident means clearly seen or clearly understood, right? So clearly understood or obvious, right? Both are same. So for example, he signed his name with evident satisfaction, right? So option A is the right answer. Whereas flexible means capable of bending easily without breaking is called flexible. The rubber is a flexible substance, for example. Whereas vague means, so vague means of uncertain, indefinite or unclear is called vague, right? Various means so different from one another, right? So option A gives similar meaning of the given word obvious. Question 87. Select the most appropriate meaning of the given idiom. Out of date. Here out of date means something old fashioned. Option B is the right answer. For example, we need to renew our passports before they are out of date and become invalid. Right? So option B is the right answer. Right? Something old fashioned is called out of date. Question 88. Select the most appropriate antonym of the given word. Antonym means opposite meaning, right? So opposite word of the given word cautious. So cautious means students careful to avoid problems or dangers, right? So careful to avoid problems or dangers is called cautious. For example, her experiences have made her cautious, right? Careful to avoid problems is called cautious. So opposite meaning of cautious is negligent, option C. Here students, negligent means failing to take proper care of something, right? So failing to take proper care of something. Proper care of something is called negligent, right? For example, you are negligent in your duties, right? So which gives opposite meaning of cautious, right? So whereas the remaining words prudent, alert, and discreet. So prudent means sensible or careful when making judgments or decisions, right? So which gives same meaning, similar meaning to cautious, right? Whereas alert means so watchful for possible danger, right? So whereas discreet means careful not to cause embarrassment or attract too much attention is called discreet. So these three words give similar meaning, right? So similar meaning of cautious, whereas the third word, which is negligent, is the opposite word of cautious. Question 89. Choose the most appropriate word that can substitute the given group of words. One who can't speak. One who can't speak is called dumb. Option C is the right answer. Right? So whereas quiet means so making little or no noise. Making little noise or no noise is called so making no noise or little noise is called quiet, whereas orphan means a child whose parents are dead, right? Is called orphan. So whereas baby means a large group of people or things of a particular kind is called baby. So here one who can't speak is called dumb. Option C is the right answer. Question 90. Select the most appropriate meaning of the given idiom. As a matter of fact, here appropriate meaning of as a matter of fact is actually. Option D is the right answer. For example, so a sentence which tells actually I wanted to attend but I fell sick and was unable to. Right? So in place of actually we can use as a matter of fact I want to attend the function but I fell sick and was unable to. Right? So you can use as a matter of fact. So which gives the same meaning of actually. Option D is the right answer. Question 91. Find the part of the given sentence that has an error in it. If there is no error, choose no error. So sentence is either of the two books will met my requirement. So because of the helping verb will, we have to use the main verb meet. Either of the two books will meet my requirement. Right? Therefore, this part will met my requirement has an error in it. So in place of met, we have to write the present tense of the verb, which is meet. Right? So either of the two books will meet my requirement is the correct answer. Right? So present form of the verb or present tense of the verb should be written. If the helping verb is will. Right? Therefore, option B, so will met my requirement has an error. So option B is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice all the questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 92. Change the sentence from indirect speech to direct speech. Here, students, the given sentence is in indirect speech. She told me that she could run 10 kilometers in an hour when she was young. Indirect speech form, right? So while converting from indirect to direct speech, we need to follow some rules. First and foremost rule is, so use of comma and inverted commas in place of the conjunction that, right? So comma and inverted commas. Inverted commas in place of that, right? So in place of conjunction that, right? So and here the sentence says she told me that, right? So in place of told you can use said also. Then the sentence becomes so in the direct speech form. So she said to whom? To me. She said to me, use comma and the part or the segment in the inverted comma becomes she said to me. So in place of that, we are using comma and inverted comma. She could run 10 kilometers in an hour when she was young. Right? Here the third person, she, will become I because that person is telling here. So as it is in the direct speech form, so I could run. Why it is I could run? Why it is I could run? Because the sentence is talking about the past ability when she was young. So it is talking about the past ability. Therefore, so I could run, right? So the modal could remains unchanged, right? So I could run 10 kilometers in an hour when I was young. When the person himself or herself is talking about her past ability, therefore I could run 10 kilometers in an hour when I was young. So close the comma, right? So she said to me, I could run 10 kilometers in an hour when I was young is the right answer, right? So direct speech form is option D. She told me or she said to me. So here in option D, it is I can. Sorry, option D is not the answer. Look at option C. She said to me, I could run 10 kilometers in an hour when I was young. So option C is the right answer. Students, questions from 93 to 97 are based on the below passage. Here the direction is, in the following passage, some words have been deleted. Fill in the blanks with the help of the alternatives given. Select the most appropriate option for each blank. Here the passage is, the quick thinking of an animal lover saved dash life of a turtle. So here the proper article is the life of a turtle. The life of a turtle. Here, so the is a definite article, refers to a specific noun. Specific noun is life of a turtle. So which is specific, therefore the article the is used, right? So it is a definite article. Definite article refers to specific nouns. Specific nouns. Since the specific noun here is life of a turtle, right? Therefore, the article the is used. The quick thinking of an animal lover saved the life of a turtle who had. Moving further, question 94. So, who had dash a fishing hook and a safety pin? So, who had turtle? Who had means the turtle had swallowed a fishing hook and a safety pin. Right? Here, swallowed means to gulp down food. To gulp down food. You can't use the remaining words. Feasted. So feasted is not a proper word here. So drowned also. So feasted means eat large quantities of food is called feasted. Whereas drowned means submerge or flood an area is called drowned. Absorbed means to take something in. Is called absorbed. So here swallowed is the right word to use here. So a turtle who had swallowed a fishing, right? Swallowed a fishing hook and a safety pin. So option C is the right answer. Moving further, question 95. The female turtle was dashed on the streets of Mumbai by the animal lover. So since the sentence is in simple past tense, the female turtle was. Therefore, verb here to be used is found. So third form of verb is found. Right? So it is not finding, finds, or find. It is found. The female turtle was found on the streets of Mumbai. Since the sentence is in simple past tense. Simple past tense. Right? So found on the streets of Mumbai by the animal lover. So moving further, question 96. Animal lover dash took it to a vet. Right? So this animal lover, who took it to a vet? Right? Here animal lover. So in place of animal lover, so we are writing who, right? So who is the proper word here? So who is a subject relative pronoun used for people, right? Therefore, so it's a subject relative pronoun. Subject relative pronoun. Right? So who is animal lover who took it to a vet? Option D is the right answer. Moving further, question 97. an X-ray dash the presence of sharp objects in its stomach. So an X-ray revealed is the correct answer here. Revealed means to make known something previously concealed or secret, right? So to make known, to make known something previously concealed or secret is called revealed. So an X-ray revealed the presence of sharp objects in its stomach, right? Whereas the remaining words concealed means hidden. Protected means keep safe from harm or injury, which is not the correct word to use here. Whereas covered means to put or spread something over something. So an X-ray revealed. So it reveals the presence of sharp objects here. Therefore, revealed is the correct answer here. Option D is the right answer. Question 98. Sentences of a paragraph are given below in jumbled order. Arrange the sentences in the right order to form a meaningful and coherent paragraph. So here, to form a meaningful or coherent paragraph, we'll start with the introduction of the subject, right? So start with introduction of the subject. Introduction of the subject. Here, look at sentence A. Here, a century ago, the cinema was just a mechanical toy. So this is the introduction to the subject, right? So which gives subject knowledge here. So that means introduction to subject. Therefore, sentence A comes first here, right? Whereas sentence B, it gradually came to be considered an art form of the new era. So here, sentence B is explaining about the subject, right? So which gives support to sentence A. Therefore, explaining the subject, sentence B. Therefore, sentence B comes after sentence A. Whereas sentence C, by the 1920s, even its worst critics had to take it seriously, and later it was viewed as an extension of photography. So again, sentence C gives support to sentence B. It is the further part of sentence B, right? So extended part of sentence B. Therefore, order is A, B, C. So after C, so take sentence E. Thus, it gained respectability and acceptance. So here, so by 1920s, even its worst critics had to take it seriously, and later it was viewed as an extension of photography. Because of that, it gained respectability and acceptance. So sentence E gives support to sentence C. And finally, the conclusion part is, finally, it has evolved as the century's most potent and versatile art form. Therefore, sentence D gives conclusion to the paragraph. Conclusion. Right? So, whereas sentence B, C, and E, they give description about the subject. Whereas A gives introduction to the subject, B, C, E, they give description about the subject, whereas sentence D concludes the paragraph. Therefore, the order is A, B, C, E, D. A, B, C, E, D, option C. Question 99. Choose the most appropriate word that can substitute the given group of words. The highest point is called zenith, right? So highest point is called zenith. The zenith means highest point or peak. Right? For example, sun is at its zenith at noon, right? So this sun is at its zenith at noon. Therefore, option B is the right answer, whereas the remaining options, nadir means the lowest situation, right? Or lowest point. Lowest point, whereas horizon means, so the line at which Earth's surface and the sky appear to meet, right? Horizon. Whereas paradise means, so an idyllic place or state is called paradise, right? Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 100. Select the most appropriate option to substitute the underlined segment in the given sentence. If there is no need to substitute it, select no improvement. Mr. Kansal has been living in Delhi since 10 years. Here, since, the segment since is underlined here, right? In place of since, we can use for. Mr. Kansal has been living in Delhi for 10 years, right? So here, for is used to show the duration of an action. So to show, the word for is used to show duration of an action. Duration of an action. Right? Therefore, option C is the right answer, whereas the remaining words, so here option A is not the answer. Until. Until is used to show when an action ends. To show end of an action. When an action ends. Right? So here from and to is always used together. Right? Generally. They show when the action begins and when it ends. So when begins and ends the action. So from and to are used. Whereas for is used to show duration of an action. Therefore, so for 10 years is the right answer. So option C is the right answer. With this, I am completing this paper, students. If you want to practice all the questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. I wish you all the best for your future exams.